What's Bobino? What's Bobino? Zeke Black is in the building. It's a glorious morning. I just finished watching my brother's show. Unique man, Mecca Audio man. He's definitely he's doing his thing, man. You know what I'm saying? And we needed the real. We needed, when I mean the real, somebody that was in the generations, that was outside, that was really getting some paper, that was just because a lot of people think that drug dealers just sold drugs, or people was really trying to get out the hood. So a start might have been packing bags, digging pockets. That was most of the poor people traits. Am I right? Know what I'm saying? Yo, Gina was popping. Top of the morning, good morning. You have a good morning this morning. You have a good show. You know what I'm saying? Well, Gina's in the building. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button. I know you niggas is watching. This is directed towards real shit. I see Robert Daniels on this joint. The same generation. They say, yo, Calvin was in the building. Salute. L Gang is in the building. You already know, East Side. You know what I'm saying? Yo, bro, man, it feels good to see a guy that was really doing it, that was in the mixes. You know what I'm saying? Remember, we all come from, they older than me. Unique in them niggas. Unique and Blue them niggas from Sugar Hill, rest in peace, and Sugar Hill Fats and them niggas. Them niggas is older than me. The old dudes come from packing bags, some of you jobs. You know what I'm saying? For the block, you know what I'm saying? Letitia was Bobino. You know what I'm saying? They come from a different type of element, a different type of energy. You know what I'm saying? And, he owned the club. He played a major part into the golden era of hip-hop. We're going to be in, J-Mo, we're going to be in the 80s, but we're going to fast forward to now. Because, the hip-hop shit is a little going crazy now. But, I'm just watching the Big Bro Unique show. And it was just real. He's just educating people on copyrights. Conversations that dudes don't do, that for you guys that want to get into any type of industry or use anybody content, there's repercussions. And there's laws. And if you're going to create a project, Fly Mike was Bobino. If you're going to create a project or make a project, why not get it copyrighted before you sell it? See, that's the thing. That's real what he said right there, because a lot of dudes used to break their neck back in the days to make a demo, to submit to somebody. But they would never get it copyrighted before they submit it. So now you might submit a dope ass demo and the label will get the demo and then they'll copyright the demo and that demo might become the hit. We know a bunch of them hits. When you heard Ultramagnetic MCs back in the days, they was doing that shit. It said G Crib somewhere, you know what I'm saying? When you heard a lot of early Juice Crew shit, that was in Marley Marl's crib. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes didn't know about copyrights, and the ones that did know, it was for the quick buck. So, all right, he made a song, I can sell you the song. And then 30 years later, it come back to bite you when you ain't got no money. Your Rex was Bobino, and you're watching a commercial, and they're playing your song in a jingle. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. I walked in Walmart the other day, right? And they was playing Planet Rock. Now there's over 1,000 Walmarts, and they do with all these consumers. And I said, if they played Planet Rock in every Walmart, or every Walmart and Sam's Club, across the world, this is Walmart radio. It's a Walmart radio. I don't know what Walmart radio is, but they said Walmart radio. When I walked in the joint, and they was playing Planet Rock, whoever owned the copyrights to Planet Rock is gonna get a check. You know what I'm saying? Because they play this every day, most likely. Every day, 365 days out the year, they're playing Planet Rock in probably over 1,000 stores across the world. So he's right about that copyright shit. Why not own the music before you submit the music? So you already know, Calvin. They play Planet Rock. That shit is great. I walked in and heard Planet Rock and I said, oh shit. So that's where the copyright laws come into play at, because at one point they said Walmart used to play music. And when they played the music, people started to sue them. You know what I'm saying? companies started coming after because they remember Walmart deals with so many customers, the customer base, the traffic. So now they got Walmart Radio where they're actually paying artists or paying whoever owns the music for their money. This is a fact. So so what he's saying, what Unique said is pure facts. Pure facts when it comes to the music thing. I just felt good having that conversation, man, because if you're gonna speak to the youth, and we gotta give them certain information. He has a lot of information. Before he went to jail, he owned shit. This nigga owned a club. This guy owned probably some other shit too. But there's no lie. I used to think Mecca Audio was a place that sold car radios. This is no lie. You know what I'm saying? You heard Mecca Audio store, they sold car radios somewhere. But now he has some shit going on. A lot of legal shit popping. You know what I'm saying? Now fast forward. We're gonna fast forward. Every shout out to Unique. He had Bob Daniels on there. You know, they was popping the same generation. You know what I'm saying? He had the club. Bob Daniels had the videos. You know what I'm saying? The first time I ever heard, I remember when they had the what was that shit in Philly? The Fun Fest or the something Fest. You seen Houdini performing with UTFO. It's funny seeing Houdini perform. And UTFO was breakdancing on the stage in the rain for them. We seen the Run DMC Rut skits. We seen on Video Music Box. The first time I ever seen Sir Mix-a-Lot was my posse's on Broadway Video Music Box. The first time I ever seen that Greek Fest, that one in Philly, and they got one in New York. What's the other one they was doing in Philly? It was in the 80s. It was like one of the first big hip hop tours of that generation, and they had Houdini there. This is when Houdini was number one. You know what I'm saying? Shit, what's the fuck is? Oh God, we in the era. Woo! But he was outside for all this shit. Video Music Box. First time I ever heard Easy-E was Video Music Box. Easy, everybody in the place. Easy, come on. That shit, Easy-E shit. The first thing, you know what I'm saying. So ain't no fun. Video Music Box put us more into that West Coast swing. Like, and first time I didn't hear MC Hammer on Yo MTV Raps. The first time I seen MC Hammer was on Video Music Box. You know what I'm saying? Turn this mother out, Too Short, Video Music Box. You know what I'm saying? So definitely Video Music Box played a lot to the culture. They was definitely for the culture. They was our Yo MTV Raps every day. You know what I'm saying? We had to wait till Friday to get that. They was our Kiss FM every day. You know what I'm saying? So definitely shout out to that interview that he did last night with Robert Daniels, man. And he bring up a lot of shit that he be talking about, and it's real because if you listen to what he's saying, the hustlers back then was trying to own shit. They just wasn't trying to stay in the hood and be hood ornaments. They was really trying to achieve something. If I was hustling, because I wanted my kids to go to Catholic school, I wanted my nephews to have a better life. It wasn't because I wanted to have 20 big cars. We allow corporate America to create that. You know what I'm saying? When we have people that narrate the hood, that's not from the hood, or dudes that was in the hood, but they wasn't around for a lot of things that happened. Your old Harlem was Papino. You know what I'm saying? We here in the building, man. Because I'm like, what happened to hip-hop? Because look where we at now in hip-hop. Let's say we turned around some young boy getting killed, or somebody ODing on some weird type of, opiate drug. What happened to hip-hop? What made hip-hop so violent now? The media? Because now the media controls this shit now. Now it's basically, you got to prove a point, you got to argue with niggas, you have to showcase your millions. That really wasn't the thing. Like, I couldn't tell you where LL Cool J lived at in 1991. Now, a motherfucker be like, yo, I live right here on 135th and 8th. I got the Browns on the 3rd floor, you know what I mean? They go live, yo, sir, we got big guns. They go blah, blah, blah. That wasn't what niggas did. Dudes still had the street mentality of, you were always, you know what I'm saying? The wolves was always watching. The wolf, now like hip-hop then changed it where dudes are showcasing to the wolves, come get me. Please come get me. This is what they're doing. Even money niggas, how many niggas you know to get money? Nigga can't come on no network right now and say, yo, I knew where Unique lived at in his prime. Not just him. Any nigga that was getting real money. It wasn't accessible. You seen them on a need be bases. King Noble, yo, what's Bobino, what's Bobino? You seen them on a need to be C basis. You see what I'm saying? And I think hip hop now then went someplace else where, because of the social networks, right? We say Instagram, we can say Facebook, that now come get me. It's the come get me ever. Okay, come get me. I got a big chain. I got $1 million chain in my house. Who could get to it? And I think because of they assume that they take pictures with goons, that they say goons, gang members, killers, murderers, that somebody won't come get them. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. And I'm gonna be as real as I could be with you. Some of the most ruthless niggas, some of the most ruthless shit you probably read in the newspaper, when you meet them niggas in jail, not them niggas is like the most humblest, coolest niggas in the world. You be like, yo, you just did some ruthless shit. You could everybody in the house with a whip. You know what I'm saying? You don't even come across like that. We assume that these stick up kid killing niggas is real. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's that same nigga. So the only difference now is you got a different breed of type of niggas. It's more aggressive. These niggas ain't got no patience. See, my generation, niggas had a little bit of patience. They went up in the house, bust you over here 8, 9 times, tie everybody up. A couple of niggas might have to pass away because some niggas are resentful, you know. Like they tell you, don't turn into a homicide. You know what I'm saying? It's a stick-up. Don't turn into a homicide. Niggas really meant that shit. Some niggas, you know, be like, fuck that. I'm not giving nothing up. And then that's when shit just go stop. Because the whole thing is, once you start shooting in an apartment, police comes. Your HOC was popping. So once you start shooting in the house, I'm gonna make you a mob, brother. You know what I'm saying? That be East Harlem's in the building, man. Shout out to Lehman, shout out to everything uptown, man. So when you knew that you nigga up in the crib and niggas start busting over head 8, 9 times and you want to give it up, these are the consequences. They said consequences to the game, right? Sometimes you gotta have there's consequences to the. These are the consequences to the streets. Everybody's not gonna go to jail. You understand what I'm saying? Some niggas you get robbed, you gotta respect the juice. You don't respect it, then these are the consequences. And a lot of times, a lot of dudes get selfish. I'm not giving you my chain. I bet the nigga might clap you. There's a lot of accidental murderers out here. Don't ever get that twisted. Don't ever think any other way about it. This shit is real. You know what I'm saying? So this is the state of the new hip hop now. The new hip hop is, I want all the beef in the world. And I ain't front, it works with the social networks. You think Instagram wouldn't be promoting some of this shit if it wasn't for the fact that this is why the African American community is on Instagram? Because we advertise all day and it gets them advertisement money. Because the only thing they care about is the body count. It's just like AOL. AOL, they only cared about subscribers. Now we got 3 million subscribers. Now we get commercials on our on our website. You know what I'm saying? And with these commercials, we can charge top dollar. It's just like YouTube. You know what I'm saying? The channels that win. You know, listen, I got commercials on my shit. You know what I'm saying? If I really took off and I started doing a 1.5, 2 million views every 2 weeks or a week, I get a check for advertisement. That means whatever content I put out there is a win. So that's why it's what sells. You think that these sites won't promote the negative shit, knowing that negative energy sells? I could sit here all day and talk about God and all the godly things in life. Y'all don't want to hear that shit. Y'all want to hear about some grimy shit. Y'all want to hear about when AZ got shot in the head. Did he tell because he was being a sucker nigga? I don't know why he told. I just say that shit that happened to him, he just, you know what I'm saying? He said he felt bad for the people that died. So now I have to go back into, why do we think that drug dealers don't have a heart? You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Why we assume that because of the media tells us, because now they didn't pay somebody to give us some type of, story about what a criminal should be. You know what I'm saying? They didn't create this criminal character, and you have to fit into the whole criminal character. Yeah, son. That's not how that shit work. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas is, you know what I'm saying? Some individuals are just, they on go. It's for real. It's not a toxic game. The game is for real. See, one thing about the game, the original rap shit was created by a bunch of poor kids. Don't ever get that twisted. It was ideas of poor kids, the disco era. Now I'm gonna break this down to y'all. Listen to me clearly. The disco era. We couldn't participate in the disco era and all the funk shit. When you watch the David Chappelle, a prime example of that scene was the David Chappelle, Rick James skits at the China Club. May Rick James rest in peace. That type of scene. We wasn't allowed on that scene. We couldn't get in. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What's up, Black is God? We wasn't allowed on that scene. There wasn't no VIPs. There wasn't none of that. We wasn't allowed on those scenes. So what happened was a bunch of poor kids created something. You know what I'm saying? They created their own sound. You know what I'm saying? They created something with a bunch of break beats. They played more soul music instead of Donna Summers and Dance Fever and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So now when you went to a block party, you heard our sound of music. Then they got creative. They started mixing the record and cutting the record. So now we have our own brand. Exactly. We created our own brand, the streets. So now, one thing that the street gangs had in common was we had our own sound. So now we have to follow this disco shit. It was our own agenda. The only thing that we got stuck with that carried over from the disco era was the cocaine. Because cocaine back then was considered a rich man high. So dudes that felt that they was getting money, so back then cocaine back then was it was Papino, Angelino was Papino. Cocaine back then was considered like a party drug. So if a nigga bought $100 bottle of coke from you, he was still cool. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I'm telling you facts. This is not from a book. This is because I lived on a block where they sold a lot of that shit. I lived on 117th between 1st and 2nd First. That's where I was at when I first moved to East Harlem. That's where I lived at. There was a little spot on the block between 1st and 2nd. Across the street from the school, PS 155. That's the school I went to. Around the corner was an infamous dope spot, 118th, 1st Avenue. Y'all niggas, if you was outside, then you know. Shout out to East Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Patsy's on 116th. I mean, on 1st Ave, my bad. The Light was on 116th, which is, I think a Dunkin' Donuts right there. The little game rooms across the street, the little mob spot. I'll give you the perimeters of what was going on. So hip-hop was created from a bunch of poor kids that was packing bags, mugging people. Remember the Bernard Getz shit when niggas, that was some real shit. They used to tell people around Christmas, hold your wallet because dudes is coming picking pockets. The picking pocket game was how, all this was hip-hop. A bunch of poor kids. So now we have our own music, our own sound, and people are trending into this. They're flowing with this. Graffiti was out, the trains is crazy. It goes into the whole thing with hip hop was like our revolution of the people. You know what I'm saying? Then radio touched it. Shout out to DJ Mr. Magic. He's the first guy to ever play a hip hop song on the radio. He played these dudes is going. When you look at them and see them with the tight jeans on, with the Indian suits, you think that the Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, that those was weirdos. No, those guys was criminals. You know what I'm saying? And they just picked up the rap shit. And they had the first rapper that ever rapped on the radio was Melly Mel. Look where we at now. Shout out to Big Sal from the Fever Club. You know, that whole set, you know what I'm saying? Starsky, rest in peace. That whole Fever wave. Because remember, that was still disco music back then. That was still disco. The disco era. Definitely shout out to DJ Hollywood, the guy who they say used to walk around rapping all day, one of the first rhymers in the street. This is what the people say, the streets say, not the vibe, not the source. This is what the people say. DJ Hollywood. Shout out to the building. To the people in the building in the chat. This is some real nigga shit. Cause look where hip hop is at now. These dudes is dying worse than the niggas that was getting crack money. I do, right? You know what I'm saying? Let me leave a race, I'm looking around all crazy. And I'm gonna tell you something, right? There's a song called All Night Long by Lionel Richie. We used to break dance to that shit. Now this is what I'm trying to tell you, how did hip hop get so violent? We used to walk around with radios ready to battle other dudes and break dancing on their block. In a mix of people getting mugged, stabbed. I remember, this is no lie, every Christmas they'll go, listen, watch yourself on the train, you will get pickpocketed. Now, pickpocketing, again, this is before all the D-Sub talk, all this other shit that niggas is talking about. Pickpocketing was a skill set by a bunch of Brooklyn niggas. It was 5 wide, but you just knew the niggas that might pickpocket you is a bunch of Brooklyn niggas. So you always have to be careful when you went anywhere in Brooklyn, niggas tap you, dig your pocket. That's been a Brooklyn trait, not no shot at Brooklyn. You Brooklyn niggas start acting crazy. Yo, Zeke, you going too far with this shit. I wasn't digging pockets. But that was a Brooklyn thing. They would actually tell you, you already know, Channel 7 News would come on and say, listen, be careful, it's holiday time, the pickpockets are out. We uptown niggas was not talking about picking the pocket. You know, you had a few, but the few that was picking pockets had cousins in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? That was a Brooklyn thing. The Bernard Getz thing, that was some real shit. Dudes was getting mugged on the train. They still getting mugged on the train to today, but that was like a grown thing. And you're poor. Ask your average kid now, did they ever drink, hell yeah. Hell yeah, it's a fact. That's a fact. 42nd Street was not the 42nd Street that y'all see. They sold pussy on 42nd Street. You had the Chinese spots. You see the Chinese movies on 22nd Street. You had the porn spots on 42nd Street. You know, the 25 cents, you get to watch the whole porno joint. But that was a whole other scene. The mob owned that shit, not just the Italian niggas, but some of them Jewish mob niggas. They had their hands all in that shit. This is when prostitution was on an all-time high downtown. We talking about the Chelsea area by the water. We talking about Hell's Kitchen by the water. Where you go downtown New York and you see the skyscrapers and $1 million apartments, you had the whole stroke. They're giving you, this is all played a part to hip hop. We had a club called Harlemwood. You said Harlemwood, right? You had Harlemwood. You had 1018 or 1019 up there in the Bronx. Pornography. That's a fact, Quinn. That was 42nd Street. This was our culture. Listen, party people, this is the culture we grew up in. That helped create hip hop. We created, you know what I'm saying? Listen, when you seen somebody that was fly every day, if a nigga wore AJ Lessons, we knew he was selling dope. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. The city was fucked. This is before David Dinkins. We had to deal with Mayor Koch. We had to play with Mayor Koch. So now you gotta think about this. Now think how bad this is. You talking about everyone, a gram of cocaine costs $100. So for a guy who had a cocaine habit, for him to upkeep his habit, if he wasn't hustling, how else was he getting high? He had to rob something, to book something. That's why the robbery count was up in New York. Other than the murder rate, the robbery count was up because dudes was getting booked. Shout out to Coca-Cola, the people that sent it to me in my Harlem, the people in my Harlem, you know what I'm saying, the Harlem group. They definitely brought me back to the Coca-Cola store. If you was outside, you remember on 34th Street, not changing the topic, there was a Coca-Cola store. I saw Coca-Cola shirts and hats on 34th Street by Macy's. Definitely shout out to Norman Thomas High School. But back to the story. This is the era we was in, man. You know what I'm saying? So now, we're getting there, right, party people? We're on the deuce. Now this is a Brooklyn thing. Now, no disrespect to Brooklyn niggas, because Brooklyn you'll start getting mad. Yo, Zeke, you on some bullshit again every time you talk. But that's what niggas. That was the story. That's what I remember. They would say, this is before the Decepticon, Bloods, Crips. This is when you see. This is when the motorcycle gangs threw on their block. He had some shit in my hood. I think it's called the Renegades or some shit they called them. There's 118, 19 shit, I believe, at first, between first and second. For whatever reason, you couldn't do crime on this block. It was known as a motorcycle gang block. Mind you, this neighborhood is the most, it's dangerous. This is when East Harlem was really dangerous. I mean, it's still dangerous, but it was really dangerous. We talking about, you wasn't walking on Madison Avenue on side blocks. It was dangerous over there. It was dangerous. Junior high school 13 was a dangerous junior high school. We talking about junior high school that was considered dangerous. Junior high school 13, 9-9. 4 or 5 for sure. That was junior high school 45 was. This is all hip hop generation. Down boys back then. That's what. You know what I'm saying? Other blocks had. That's the territory I grew up in was down boys. Other than Italian Vinny and them niggas, them Italian niggas that was on Pleasant Avenue. That's when before Manhattan was sent. I'm talking about an era before Manhattan Center and Isaac Newton became Manhattan Center and Isaac Newton when it was just Benjamin Franklin High School. We in the building. We're talking about hip hop generation. Now to then. So if you made it, if you actually made it, let me tell you something. The first people that we seen blow up was drug dealers. It wasn't rap niggas. Even the Sugar Hill Gang, they didn't blow. We just seen them on TV. You know what I'm saying? But the first ones that we seen rolling through after the dope era was the crack era. But we began to see, because the beginning of the crack era, it wasn't as damaging as it got after 86. Remember, cocaine was still a party drug. They was throwing flowers in the party. That shit wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It didn't really, all of this played a part to hip hop. We talking about before Video Music Box, you had the Ron Alexander show on public access, and you had, I forgot her name, it was a girl, and she had another public access show. That's the first time I've ever seen KRS-One. So you had different outlets that was promoting the street element that was trying to get the message out of hip hop. The first time I heard about Zulu Nation was Bambaataa was on ABC talking about how he's created a movement that has all the elements of hip hop that will stop violence between the youths. Where instead of stabbing each other and shooting each other, they can dance through the arts and break dance and all this other stuff, right? It was working, I ain't gonna lie to you. And then some shit happened with the ball busters. You know what I'm saying? Like the ball busters was just violent and everything, graffiti, everything. Shout out to the Green Bead ball buster, nigga. Shout out to the ball busters. But and crazy as this shit sound, a lot of the ball busters, the OG niggas, if they ain't get 1,000 years in the feds, most of them niggas work for Rock Nation. You know what I'm saying? Don't let niggas fool you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them old niggas went to Brandeis, they went to G-Dub. Now listen, G-Dub was George Washington High School. That's the school Manny Ramirez went to. And Bobby Bonilla and Junior Otis. They all went to G-Dub. We call it G-Dub. You know what I'm saying? Up there in the Heights. She be giving you New York party. People definitely be in New York where did hip hop change. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy now. These niggas be like, hey, come get me. Am I right? Listen. They be like, hey, come get me. You know what I'm saying? I got all the money in the world. Why are you? I'm telling you, nowadays, niggas is corner. Like, yo, listen, man. I might die Thursday, right? So what I'm gonna need you to do is get the flowers, get the balloons ready. You know what I'm saying? My money fucked up because I've been fronting on IG all week. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna need you to at least get a fish fry together, get the homies together. I don't want no big shit, just, you know, a little 400 or 500, because I know I'm about to get smoked this week. I done told 3-4 good niggas to suck a dick, you know what I'm saying? And they told me to pull up. So when they told me to pull up, I'm going to have to go in their neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what might happen. And what happens is these niggas put themselves in a danger zone. That sounds crazy, and some shit happened. Like, this is not what the game was created for. Hip hop was created for us to speak our mind, to speak our truth. We was able to tell the world about our being poor shit, right? Who was happy about being poor? I told somebody the other day, a young kid, I said, yo, did you ever eat 3 cheese before? He said, no. Huh? You ever drink sugar water? Because you ain't had no Kool-Aid, so you had to imagine and be poor and drink sugar water? You ever drink that shit in your lifetime? No. You ever ate no thrills cornflakes, even if at the end of the month you had roach shit on the bottom of the box, you still had to eat the cereal with drinkable water because you couldn't afford milk after the 15th. Do you understand when you go through that? Niggas said, nah. So what the fuck is you niggas so mad at? What are y'all so mad at? What? We had to survive to eat. Do you know what it's like to eat corn? Did you ever have to drink powdered milk because that's what you got free on the cheese line? And that's what you ate with everything, cereal, you cooked it with everything. Do you know what cornflakes taste like and carnation milk, man? What are y'all mad at, man? Please, can somebody please tell me, what the fuck is y'all mad at? Forget the food stamps was a savior, but if you didn't have another provider in the household, from the 1st to the 15th, after that, you on scavenger time. They eating weird meals like grits with sardines. You know what I'm saying? You're baking biscuits that you gotta eat week long. Come on, man. I need to know, what are you young rap niggas mad at? What got you niggas so furious? I understand. We all grew up in a fucked up household where there was some addiction. Some niggas had addiction, some motherfuckers had abuse. Y'all niggas think, y'all think you're the only ones that had a mother that was smoking crack? Or a father who wasn't there? Or a father who was just whipping your ass? Or an uncle who was touching you? Do y'all believe that y'all the only motherfuckers in the world that's going through this shit, went through this shit? We had to figure this shit out young. We knew one thing. Gotta get a job. Come on, man. So I'm trying to figure out, what is y'all so mad at? Maybe you gotta start listening to a nigga. Stop listen to people that's trying to tell you, what are you so mad at? I'm happy to be alive. I was in a welfare hotel on 100th Street in Broadway. Half of you West Side niggas know the fuck I'm talking about. This building was crazy. I had a fire in my building on 114th Street. And they sent us to the welfare hotel. The welfare hotel became $1 million crack block on 100th Street in Broadway. This is a pure fact. I don't know if it was YTC, but one of those crews was getting money on them side blocks, man. The only thing I knew being a poor kid was we had cable because my brother, he got his cable. I remember having to go downstairs sometimes because he had no food, and he would have a food truck pull up. We used to have to get, my mother would give me a bowl and they'll pour the soup in from the Red Cross. I remember that. Mind you, all this time my father worked for MTA, but this thing had nothing to do with him. So I should have at least 12 bodies under my belt. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Then it's, did the truck come today? Here, get a pot, go downstairs. My stepfather was a dope fiend, so he wasn't thinking about eating. He was thinking about getting high. So anything he did to get high. That was his whole motivation. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He was a good dude. He just was addicted to that dope. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So this is what happens when you live with it. So you begin to having to become a survivor. You dig what I'm saying? I'm just trying to figure out, because a lot of you young rap cats, y'all doing too much, man. Yo, do you know what it must feel like? You know what I'm saying? I remember I was so poor. This is what I'm trying to say. The school I went to called PS 169. I was so poor. Because, my mother, she was a dude, she had a little, she called herself, this is my mom, not shitting on her. But for y'all to understand that, I understand y'all. Most of y'all. My clothes look crazy. My pops was coming around, he was too busy working. He married him in his life. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he was doing, rest in peace. The school used to donate me clothes, bro. My school used to get donations from different families, different people, and my teacher, Miss Friend, I love her to this day. She believed in me, man. She used to give me clothes from the school, man. Here's, he take a couple of shirts and pants. It's fucked up. This is what I went through as a kid. Rest in peace, Ray Charles. That's right. Bobby Fischer's in the building. You know what I'm saying? I'm going, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing, I want to get a chemical blow up. I've been doing the sponge thing on my head. I don't know which direction I'm going, but I just know I'm going to keep it natural. I may not want the curl. I might do the whole natural, get the hairline, start to hold my hands again. So please tell me, party people. Please, please, please. What the fuck? Okay, the difference between us and y'all, we had Sega. I had Sega. Some of us had Atari. Some of us had Nintendo. We was in the house playing video games too. So I still need to know, we can't blame the video games. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck are we so mad at? You know what I'm saying? So now, it goes to show, right? And this is why I have to salute my brother Unique. We need people like him to speak. That's going to be, just keep it funky. Like he said, I did 26 years in jail. You're not going to tell me what the fuck I could talk about. You know what I'm saying? Who I could talk to. I did this shit by myself. I stood by all the rules y'all, the rules that the media put out there. I stood by them. I ain't get shit for that. I ain't get the $1 million. Here, take $2 million because you stood by all the standards of the game. They didn't do that with Unique. They didn't go, well, the next president that's going to come into office, we're going to fight for your freedom because you stood by the rules and regulations. He sat back in that fucking jail and started seeing like all the motherfuckers that's telling is getting out. They're getting pardons. They getting discounts on their fucking sentences. They getting checks. They getting interviews. They getting all type of shit. I didn't tell. They treating me like I'm the worst in the world. And he stood by those principles, man. So for somebody to say anything wrong about that man, you bugging. Because he ain't get the package. Obama didn't let him out. Trump administration let him out. You know what I'm saying? This has nothing to do with Trump. But it does. You know why? Because, you understand what I'm saying? This is crazy. So now, what he's doing with his platform is we're going to be real. So we can actually get something across to the youth. Because for some reason, the stories that's being put out there, the stories that y'all putting out there is fucking these young niggas up. It was never cool to tell niggas where you live. It was never cool to tell niggas to suck your dick. It was never cool to just talk crazy about a nigga and not think there was gonna be no repercussions. There was that was never cool, man. There was nothing that was co-signable about that. There's no niggas that you can sit about and tell and think that they're not gonna get no repercussions. So then when you get your boot smoked because some old nigga is telling you, yo, this is how it was and da-da-da. That's how it was for you. Don't say it for everybody. How something is for you doesn't mean it's for everybody, bro. Yo, look at, I was reading something about the hip hop shit. Where the fuck happened to hip hop? Hip hop going on, right? Jeezy and Son having a rap battle, right? Gucci Mane. They had past issues. Allegedly there was a beef between somebody died. So now, why you just can't keep it to the rap battle? Why somebody got to bring up homie who died? What the fuck does he have to do with a rap battle in 2020 and y'all playing your hits? So now, you understand what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense. So now, that just revs up beef. That might rev up, fuck, Jeezy might not get mad, but how about some peoples who might get tight? So, you understand what I'm saying? I learned a long time ago, you gotta leave shit alone, bro. And let God do his work. They say God, right? Allow God to do his work. You know what I'm saying? What's the sense in battling somebody if you're bringing up what created the issue between you and him in the first place? That's just Jeezy. Now Jeezy with the 50 Cent shit, with the whole BMF shit. 50 got nothing to do with that. He just spoke to a nigga. Oh yeah, exactly. Your nut was popping. Yo, you know G Mac and we in the building, man. Your nut, you know what I'm saying? Sex Money Murders in the building. Nut Gambino's in the building, man. What the fuck that shit have to do with anything but just rap? See, it's easy. Like I tell niggas, it's so easy to sit around and you can say any. You know, they make money. You know why? Because what Unique said earlier, we don't own our own music. So if you die, they just push your music out there. Yep, rest in peace, joint. You was the real one. We get a couple of good collabos, and we put this shit out there, and we're gonna make money because we own the content. We own the music. Why not own your shit before you go to the label? It's beyond my imagination. Why not own your own music before you go to the label? You dig what I'm saying? Why not? I would. I definitely would. You know what I'm saying? Knowing now, that makes sense, man. That makes sense. Why let them get your shit copyrighted? Think about who's gonna do something for free that's a business. Oh, I'm gonna let you own your music off the rip. The only people, and it's weird, right? We get caught in the narrative. You always say, down south niggas is slow. Down south niggas, them niggas don't know no better. We from New York. We move fast, we talk fast, right? But one of the greatest people to eat off of hip hop was Master P. He owned a lot of his music. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to sue and play record label games and wait till his contract ran out. He actually sued the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's the contract he signed. And the NWA could have did that, but you know, Easy E felt he needed the Jewish guy to make the deal for him. And a lot of people think that way. I can't do business without having a white man, you know what I'm saying? I gotta have a white man in the office with me, you know what I'm saying? And this is how they was able to control the music. Def Jam has many good years, but Russell, he went about business the way he went about it. Now I know Russell probably sitting back like, damn, I could really control this shit had I had more creative control. You know what I'm saying? But he made millions. Look at it twisted. Russell's a rich man. He learned from that shit. Stan Latham. A lot of people don't know who Stan Latham is. Stan Latham made Beat Street. His daughter is Sanaa Lathan. That's his daughter. That's his child. He produced a lot of movies, directed a lot of movies. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop did them well. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop did them very well. Hip hop. When the last time you seen Stan Latham on the block? Like, yeah, I sold crack with Andre Orwell and them niggas, rest in peace. Dr. Jekyll was before he was all that. We was out here getting money on money earning money. You know what I'm saying? These are the dudes that ate over hip hop in the beginning. These are the dudes that Bambaataa brought to the table with the Jewish guy, with the Jewish people, with the people from the Village Voice, the people making the connections, the documentaries, the Blondies, Fab Five Freddy. I'm telling you, this is something that we created that we're destroying because we're allowing now corporate America to dictate what's real and what's fake. You understand what I'm saying? You would have never thought that when 98.7 Kiss and Hot 97 was number one. Mecca Audio was on the radio every week being promoted. Heavy promotions. You know what I'm saying? When he got caught in the drug case, I fucked with some niggas that didn't know. Oh, fuck niggas up. Not him. He owned the Club 2000. Niggas was wearing suits to Club 2000. Suits. That wasn't no little nigga club. He had the bosses. He had, like he said, Fat Joe, the Sugar Hill Tones. He had the flavor in his club. And he was just trying to figure out the business, man, the hip hop shit. Just trying to get in. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, shout, you know what I'm saying? Please. The reason being, because to save the youth, we gotta know that we're just like young niggas. We grew up even worse. Yo, I'm gonna tell you something. How many of you guys ever went home after school and your mom is having a full-fledged party? The music is blasting. Back then, there was champagne ale on the table, a weird smell in the air, two niggas nodding off on the couch. Stay drunk as a motherfucker. And she's telling me, just go in the room and sit in the room. or go outside. So a lot of us was outside because our parents was partying in the house. You got to keep in mind, our parents was our age, young, 25, 28. They grew up in a different generation. It was totally different. Black power, fight the power, a lot of drugs. They looked up to the Nicky Barnes and the Frank Lucases and the different subjects that was different. And everything was the party ever, the disco ever. We seen winos on the block drinking 2020 Mad Dog and other shit. You know what I'm saying? Night Train, Thunderbird. That was the junkie. That was the drunk special. People were heating up the garbage cans with fires and all that shit. Bandit building, people was killing themselves. We're watching death every day. This is all part of our hip hop shit. And the only thing that kept us out that way was hip hop. Something that we was creating. When we spoke about the graffiti shit, when somebody said, let's go bombing. I wasn't bombing back then, but when dudes was going bombing. When you went to junior high school 13 and Dez and Vulcan, them niggas did the Smurf Village, that was inspiring. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit. When we seen Wild Style, that was inspiring. But this is us. Poor kids. How many niggas had to pack bags to buy a pair of Pumas? How many dudes was giving out brochures to pay Pumas? Everybody wasn't a criminal. Niggas was poor. So many dudes was giving out the newspaper, and grandma building. You hear that shit, niggas selling newspapers, daily news, in the hood. We grew up the same way you niggas grew up. Every day, stop letting. I just seen what hip hop is doing is everybody in the interview gotta have a street story. Everybody really wasn't. You think a nigga really want to be in the fucking street? Do you think at the age of 12 you want to be the fuck outside all day? You know what I'm saying? You want to be normal. You want to be like your friend John or your friend Peter who ate every day. You want to know that you was going home, you have to eat. You know what I'm saying? GT Master back in the building. GT Master back in the building. Blah. You know what I'm saying? We had to grow up in that shit, son. We had to grow up in that, man. In that madness. We don't want you niggas to keep, because you're recycling this through the media in the wrong way. Why they can't interview you and say, nah, I was a smart kid? Exactly. Every hood is the same around the world, bro. The same. So it's stop letting this media shit supersede your intelligence. Because now the media creates this animal now, right? So now when I speak of the media, I'm supposed to say every fight I fought, I won, and I took $1 million. And I'm supposed to become this new animal, this is the new character. No, I got my ass whipped many a times. A couple of times, I got my ass whipped for no reason at all. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we're hanging out with somebody, and he had beef, and they don't catch him, they catch me, and they fuck me up. That's what happens. This is the shit that people don't like to say on the media because I guess it makes you look soft. Well, let's start looking soft because you're not getting tired of these young niggas thinking that everything has to be tough. Everything wasn't tough. A motherfucker wasn't hyperactive because he was born wrong. He was hyperactive because his mother was sniffing coke and his father was sniffing coke before the nigga was born. At the time, a motherfucker didn't have brain damage or didn't know how to read because he was just stupid. It's because he probably ate lead. You know what I'm saying? Or his mother back then used to give bing, 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 and Ming Mao. You know what I'm saying? Bing, 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 now drop you on your head 8, 9 times. Threw you against the wall 4 or 5 times. A lot of dudes went through some shit. Come on, man. Niggas wasn't trying to save us in the hood. There wasn't no child protector. BCW only came around when somebody physically called them. You had to live through this reality every day you went on. Every day. So you think it was dope to go home when you was young and your mom's is you got a new stepfather every 90 days? You think that shit was cool? Like, yeah, my mom was a real one, son. That shit was dope, bro. You could sit and tell niggas, yo, my childhood I was just a real nigga. Nah, nigga, you was a nigga trying to find your way. That's what we trying to do. Find our way and figure this shit out. Come on, man. Please. It wasn't that we said fuck bitches. That was NWA. They made songs called fuck bitches. Only thing that we seen that we was young, not calling female bitches, but that's hip hop did that. They started making this new narrative hip hop, and these fools start going over. Yeah, fucking bitches, bitches ain't shit. That wasn't what the motivation was. A lot of us had to sit back and watch niggas fuck our moms up, and we couldn't do shit. We had to be little niggas watching niggas bing, 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 bitch, what I told you. And we had to sit through that shit, you know what I'm saying? To the point when we got older, some of us started thinking that that's the way to go about shit. And some niggas that's resent putting hands on females. Because dudes been around that, bro. To be around that. This is some real shit I'm telling you, man. I can only keep it funky with you know what I'm saying? I'm not the best who ever done it. I just been around the best. You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy for that. But I like to deal with my reality. It was not cool eating free cheese. You know what that meant? I was poor. When I say the free cheese ever, I was poor. When you listen to Ghostface, All I Got Is You, that's some real shit. Salute to the females and the single mothers who had to go through the worst ever in their fucking world. Because we never talk about the single mothers who had to figure this shit out. You think our mothers want to fuck with some of these weirdo niggas, these retarded niggas? Nah, he got a job. He packing bags, or he a clerk in the supermarket, or he's a cashier at the Wiz. Fuck it, he can do something for the crib. Even though this nigga might put his hands on me every other day, and he may have a little cocaine problem, I'm able to full feed my babies. Those are the sacrifices some of our mothers took. I don't know about all of us, but a lot of the sacrifices our mothers took was because to make sure that we ate all month long. Because the only thing our parents, the only job we had to do was go to school. Because that shit with face to face was for real. Their parents was not getting welfare unless your mother got the letter from face to face. So you had to go to school. So no matter what you did, your mother wasn't telling you to go to school to be smart. She was telling you to go to school so you could get the welfare shit, so that the rent can be paid, the car and air can be paid, and you'll get the food stamps. It wasn't no, go to school and be smart. The be smart shit was never on the agenda. That's how bad it was in the hood. That's how it's bad, like he said, like the homie Peanut said, everywhere in the hood. A lot of us, you know what I'm saying, you know, we tell our war stories where we seem to miss out the worst parts of our life. Who think it was cool to watch their mother struggle? Yo, you know what's dope? My man Peanut's in the chat right now, right? The nigga Peanut look out for his moms, bro. I was with the nigga one day. The nigga look out for his moms. He look out for his moms. He put curtains and buy shit in the crib. That's my moms, bro. You know what I'm saying? They grew up together. Think about it. Our mothers grew, just like you young niggas got young mothers, we had young mothers. You know what I'm saying? Having this when they was 18 years old. So I'm 7, she in her 20s. Look out for his moms, bro. Half of you niggas be disrespecting your mother. Fuck you, bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's because you're following these networks now. So the internet is telling y'all how to be. Be a real nigga. Be real. Keep it funky. Doesn't know what it is to keep it funky, bro. When's the last time you told your mother, your grandmother who raised you, I love you, man? I just thought about all the shit I put you through. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I get mad at. This is why I get checked. Because this is what the state of hip-hop is at. Hip-hop wasn't meant to be that way, bro. When you hear the message was a true story. Now think about it. I'm 47. Peanut probably like 47. My man, Rob, HOC, he 47. These is my niggas. We all grew up in the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? When we talk about free cheese days, we talk about a time when we all was poor. We all had something in common. Poor. Some of us might have had a good stepfather or a good dad around for a little while, but due to the New York State Department of Corrections or death, that fucked everything up. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's what, you know what I'm saying? Yo, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. There's a couple of people on this YouTube thing I do listen to, right? A couple of guys I listen to. Some guys I hear the message in their conversation. I hear the sincerity. And I'm gonna give you a couple. Unique. You know, Unique is just, that's my guy, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can't say OG without saying him. Cause you can't tell a nigga like that nothing. He ain't get the real nigga package when he caught his 26. He ain't get that. The niggas that stood up for him was a bunch of niggas that he don't even know, that he met on a come home. You know what I'm saying? He ain't get the real nigga package. The real nigga package should be, okay, you stood by all the principles, morals, and standards of the game. Here, take that. You might do the rest of your life in jail, but here's $5 million, you good. You're gonna see you the camp fed. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna sit back with the swimming pools, eat big steaks, like we show your niggas in the movies and Goodfellas. No, that nigga had to do a hard time, man. Definitely chilling with your grandson. That's a beautiful thing. Peace for the coaches in the building, man. Police to the coaches that's in the building, Info Minds, man. I'm telling you real nigga shit, man. It ain't that it's real nigga shit. It's shit that other dudes would go, damn, son, I want to do the same shit, bro. I was having a conversation with a young boy the other day. I said, so what the fuck is you so mad for? You showed me a rap video you just made that makes no sense to me, bro. What are you so mad for? What? If it's not direct beef, you're directing energy towards somebody else. You know what I'm saying? John back now, it's a fact, bro. I just gotta keep it funky for us, because we're gonna talk to the youth. We gotta make it sound like we're not old niggas talking down on them niggas. We ain't been through nothing. Listen, bro, some of us grew up worse than you niggas. Only difference with you niggas is we have video games. We didn't want to sit in the house all day. Who wants to sit in the house when the mother's smoking cocaine in the next room and that's just going through the fucking house? Who the fuck want to sit through that all day? So of course we'll go outside and play. Of course. Who wants to sit in a house where you're stuck in the room and either go outside or stay in your room? What I'm gonna sit in my room for so you can party? You know what I'm saying? They wasn't putting us in our room so we could read a book and study some shit. They put us in the room because they didn't want to see us do what grown folks do. We went through that shit. That's why we was outside. Most of us was forced to outside. How about the ones, my man Crazy Willie, when he caught his body, I wasn't surprised. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, like, that was me and Willie had me creeping through niggas' window, burglarizing cribs in 2nd grade. You know what I'm saying? He was already you go to the fire escape. Y'all niggas no fire escape. Fire escape, boom. He steal some shit, went out the joint. We went to a little spot. He take $10, $20. We buy. I remember being so poor. Buying a quarter water and a Twinkie was breakfast, bro. I remember that. I remember if I had $1, I went and bought a quarter water and a fucking Twinkie. And that's what fed me for a couple of hours until I thought about the next scam that I put on my mind. So think about the motherfuckers that had to do something strange for a little bit of change. You know what I'm saying? I sit in front of the Italian pizza spot Patsy's all day. You just stand there, people come on, hey, you want $1? Boom, boom, boom. We've been through all that shit, bro. What gave us opportunity was the crack era. Because everybody couldn't sell dope. Because you wasn't going to be an 8-year-old nigga selling dope unless you was in the house with niggas that did that. You was not. You wasn't going here, come here. You know what I'm saying? Fetty's in the building, man. And that's why, and that's my take on this whole shit, man. Because I think we're not. It's to the point now where we're just really retarded. When I think about our loved ones, when I think about the females, the ones that raise our kids, oh, she got it, she'll be okay. No. Yo, who in this chat that's my age used to watch their mother cry when she couldn't figure out when welfare would stop? Like they'll cut her off and she didn't know the next thing to do. How many of y'all been in apartments when Con Ed turned your lights off because the welfare didn't pay the light bill to Con Ed? And you had to use candles for lights. We're talking about Ronald Reagan era when he took jobs away, when my stepfather Ali had a job with housing, but he had no seniority. So when the feds cut back on housing for like jobs, he was one of the first niggas to get the axe. So we went from eating cornbread to making our own biscuits. You know what I'm saying? We went back to slavery days. We went to eating salmon patties. We used to be happy to get the welfare the first. That was big to us. Like, we could eat. We had to go to grandma's house. We had to go to our aunt's house. Shit was hard, man. Now the game is crazy. Everybody want to be everything has to be real and authentic. And listen. We grew up mad, but we had distractions. We had something called crack. that hit the streets, and we was able to floss into that shit. And a lot of us was able to make it out the streets. So, you know what I'm saying? Some dudes was going through that. Like my cousin, he chose to be smart. And he went, you know what I'm saying, with the cops. A lot of dudes, not everybody hit the streets. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us, we had to raise ourselves. And we still making mistakes because we had to raise ourselves. So a lot of shit that we did, we was learning through consequences and repercussions. You know what I'm saying? We never, let me tell you something, man. When I hear, like I told you, there's a couple of people on YouTube I listen to, you know what I'm saying? When I listen to a Killer Kev. And I use him a lot because I understand Killer Kev. And when you hear him speak, you understand. Even though he may go off on niggas and he be ready to slap blood out of niggas, that's just the Brownsville in him. That's just Brownsville niggas. Once you on their radar, they on their shit. I'm telling you, Brooklyn niggas is a different animal. But a lot of shit that he say, you gotta understand this is the man that's telling you his truths and truth about life. Like unique, a truth about life. Somebody who's not trying to lead you to the path of death. Do you think when the Spanish niggas was wearing gold chains that they didn't have 4 guns on them because somebody might try to rob me? You think that they ran around, them niggas used to run around, you won't know who the boss is. This is no lie. I used to be around dudes, you didn't know who the boss was. You know what I'm saying? You didn't really know he was giving this nigga to work. You never knew that, unless you was in the circle. Now niggas just promoted. Yo, I'm the boss. I'm hitting him. I'm telling him. And I'm hitting him. I'm everybody's boss. Nobody want to take that position all the time, boss Dawn, all the time. Nobody want to take that position of being the boss. Because what comes with the boss is going to jail. So you think they promoted? Yeah, I'm the boss and I'm selling 2-3 keys a week and we're doing numbers like this. Look at the money I'm making. You got the police and the stick-up kids. Now I'm not gonna lie to you. There was dudes we knew that was the boss. But they was off the radar to niggas that didn't know that they existed. And that's how you're supposed to move because they was taking care of their families, their kids. You know what I'm saying? So it was their grind was different. You know what I'm saying? Their hustle was the family thing. You know what I'm saying? When you grow up poor, you don't want your kids to be poor. Like I told you, when we saw about the free cheese and powdered milk shit and the powdered egg shit, we don't glorify that shit like, yo, that was the real nigga shit. That meant your family was struggling, bro. That mean that there was a struggle somewhere. 90% of the time there was a struggle. Everybody, some niggas was getting it just to get over, but a lot of niggas was getting it because they needed that. Whoever had those green boots that had the yellow on them in the snow, your feet still freeze. Them green boots, they look like rain boots. Them rubber fucking green boots. I hate them shits. I hate them shits to this day. That's why I don't eat eggs, because I used to hate eating eggs when I was poor. Because every time I ate eggs, it was powdered eggs because we couldn't afford real eggs. After the fucking 5th. But I gotta salute my moms, man. She did the best she can, bro. You know what I'm saying? I salute all the mothers that do the best that they can. They had to make some weird sacrifices, even sacrifices that led them down the path of drug addiction, that led them to do harder drugs, because they had to do some unbelievable shit to make sure that the kids got to eat, because the system ain't gonna help me. And I'm so mentally fucked up, I just can't go get a job. So this is what I gotta tell the youth. You know what I'm saying? What's poppin'? You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Because somebody asked me a question. I saw to my man earlier. He goes, yo, what's the difference between an OG and an OG? Okay, an OG and an OG in jail. Because I don't understand what the difference is, you know? I said, well, you got some OGs that's not OGs and that never made it to that. I don't know, in their heads, they never got the respect and the honor in the street until they went to jail. So that's what comes with that name of being an OG. Okay, I got my OG shit because I was in jail and I was representing, boom, boom, boom. Then you got some niggas that was an OG before they went to jail because Even if they was young, they did things that people followed them. You know what I'm saying? People admired them. People, you know what I'm saying? Like they was always the leader of their cliques. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we wasn't calling niggas OGs back then, but in a sense they was always an OG. Like Supreme. Supreme was young, but he was an OG before he went to jail, Prince. Because even before he started getting money, he was the leader of the clique. He was the guy that these dudes admired around. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can ask the question. These are the dudes that dudes admired around. You know what I'm saying? Because he was always into something. He's probably the first nigga they ever see do their own laundry or go shop on his own. Some dudes have that star power. Some people have the power of that. You understand what I'm saying? They have that power. So a lot of dudes was OGs before they even caught their 20, 30 years, and then they come home and it just falls right back in place. Because some dudes always had followers. Now, the only difference with the jail OG shit is when you come home, the people that's wherever you from may not look at you like that. Like, nah, he cool, but he ain't that type of nigga where he gonna put a brick on the block, or he ain't that type of nigga where he gonna be shaking and baking like this, or moving and grooving. So you look at him differently, and that's where that's where niggas have problems at, and that's where a nigga that come from jail acting like he crazy and get smoked because of that mentality. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know you're an OG when you're a young nigga. You just thinking like, yo, I'm the nigga that niggas call for work. I'm the nigga that give niggas work. I'm the nigga that do this. I'm the go-to guy. My people always go. Cause you know what it is, Fisher? A lot of people don't know, bro. A lot of people didn't know, so they started going out of town hustling. Like, I know niggas that didn't know nothing about North Carolina, so they went down there trying to hustle. I ain't know niggas that went to Atlanta or went because they don't know, bro. Because I told you, people don't, like, it be fucked up. Like, how y'all say slavery disenfranchised the black families? This is the fuck happened. Niggas went north and niggas be losing communication with the rest of the family. And, well, people just think that they gonna make it out in that big city of dreams, man. But you can eat anywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? You can eat anywhere, and that's a glorious thing about life. You can eat anywhere. You gotta just know, man. Yo, you know what make me feel good, man? I go to work and these guys in their 20 and yo, Zig, what's up, Zig? Yo, Zig. And not because I'm from New York, because I always talk about inspirational things. You know what I'm saying? About inspiring things. And they see that I work and they see that what I be talking about. And the young boy came to me and said, Zeke, man, you work 2 jobs. Yo, man, he came to me hyped and said, yo, man, I got 2 jobs too. That's what I'm talking about, bro. I said, yo, you see, I had the young boys all in the same room. One from the north side, west side, south side, county. I said, look, y'all don't have no problem with each other. Y'all all work together. But if y'all's in the street, y'all be trying to kill each other. So there's not really a problem. Y'all getting caught up in this, it's hard to say, this media shit, this social media shit. Look, all 4 y'all niggas work together. Your niggas ain't coming like grouped up. Your niggas ain't beefing. Your niggas ain't throwing chairs at each other. But on the street, y'all be trying to shoot at each other. Depends on what block or what clique you playing. Niggas said, damn, Zeke, you right, man. So now you got something to tell your cousins and nephews. The streets is in the streets, and the real world is the real world. Right now, you're in the real world. Now, just think about this. After 6 months, you get insurance. After that, boom, you got the 401k plan. You can do this. So now, if this is what you want to do for a while, they got the free college program. Focus on that. Get your mind in it. Tell you for $1 a day, you can learn a trade. You can do this and this and that. You know what I'm saying? Use everything to your advantage. Definitely in America now, where people are losing massive jobs, it's COVID shit is swinging around. Let's start focusing. Let's get out. So as an elder, that's the best that we can tell them. You understand what I'm saying? I can't tell them about how I was real in 1995. Who the fuck cares? You know what I'm saying? Yo, I was one of the realest niggas on the block. No, I wasn't. I wasn't that real. I ain't got all the millions. The niggas that took the millions is chilling. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas ain't even on social networks. So when they do post something, they be laughing. Yo, look, I bought a brand new house. You know what I'm saying? I was just a part of the business. You know what I'm saying? So, needless to let y'all niggas know, man. I'm not saying niggas, man. Let's humble ourselves. Get some gratitude. Be happy you ain't go through that shit. Tell your mother, you know what, Mom? We may not see eye to eye every day, but I get it. I never seen you to the point where you had to eat free cheese and fuck niggas just to make sure that I had to eat. Damn, Mom, you always made sure I went to school. You always asked me how am I doing. Remember, most of us went to school because of face-to-face. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't because, yo, be smart. You could be a doctor, a lawyer, or a judge. It was because if you don't go to face-to-face, I won't get this welfare. Got a letter from the school. You can't be late and your kids got to go to school. That was the hustle with that before Giuliani came in. He talked about Eddie, the eras I grew up in, Ed Koch, Mr. Dinkins. Educational, right? It's not cool to run around here and act like you poor when you're not poor. You niggas ain't poor, man. Y'all want to act like poor niggas because y'all watching what this social media shit to do, and y'all putting this with your hip hop shit, and you're putting this with your livelihood with this hip hop shit. Once you let corporate America touch it, it became monetized. Listen, I can make a show right now and say I'm blasting off with somebody. I get 2 million views, 3,000 views. Talk about a message. We don't want that. We ain't pushing that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. They want to hear the bullshit. They want to hear rest in peace. Yo, little nigga got shot last night. Pop Smoke should be here, but he died. He died with some bullshit. King Von should be here to fight, right? Why? But why shoot him? The guy who just died in Texas. Look, they shot Boosie. He got hit in the leg. They just tried to rob the other rap nigga from Buffalo. I went to Norman Thomas. You know what I'm saying? So I went to Norman Thomas High School. I went there 88, 89, 90. That's when I stopped going. Or 87, actually. I remember it was 87, 88, 89, 90. But I left for 1 year and came back. I went to Albany High School, then I came back. Yep. When I was in there, Post System was in there. Shit, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people was in there, you know what I'm saying? Cato was in there. Big Vito was in there. My nigga Wiggs was in there. My school was popping, Rich. You know what I'm saying? We never had a Decepticon issue. Like I ain't gonna front with a Decept. When the school heard Decept was coming, they was physically shutting the schools down. If the school heard Decepts, no school tomorrow. That's how bad Decepts had New York City. You know what I'm saying? But there's nothing cool about acting like you poor, man. There's nothing cool. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing cool about acting like you're fucking poor. What you think? Niggas sold drugs to act poor? They sold drugs and took a lot of money so that feeling. Nobody wants that fucking feeling, bro. But sometimes the feeling don't leave you because you get all the money in the world, but when you see your mother. Remember that movie Sugar Hill? No matter how much money Romeo took, he had to see his father, who was a dope fiend, bro, that used to crush him, my nigga. That shit is real. That's real life. You take all the money in the fucking world. But he had to go see his father. And that shit used to fuck with him. Like, damn, man, my dad, he's fucked up on this shit. I want him to enjoy this money like I am. Remember that movie Sugar Hill? That's real shit. Because what niggas sold drugs? But nowadays, the niggas sell their own mother crack. Here, take these $5. I want my money back by Tuesday. Here, auntie. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you went to Park West. No doubt. Now you would see, it depends on what years you went there. That was the Decept era. I think the Megatron nigga went there, right? And graphics across the street was crazy. When I was going to Norman Thomas, Baby Rumble was going to Martin Luther King. Now, you already know that whole train line was crazy. That red line and that A, B, and C line was crazy. Anything about 14th Street was the danger zone. Niggas were scared to go downtown. I ain't going down there. And then you had a crew that came out of nowhere. They didn't come out of nowhere, but they started doing some shit that this is how the streets talk. I'm not changing the subject. A group of guys from Brooklyn called the Low Lives robbed the Polo Mansion on Fifth Avenue. They did all racks and all type of shit. The niggas was like, they're not Decepticons, they're the Low Lives. And them niggas just became the trend. And I ain't gonna lie to you, because of the Low Lives, No lives. Shout out to Woody Lowe and them niggas. Shout out to niggas in Garvey, Crown Heights, Blood Sport and them niggas. Just to name a few. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Boost and Kev. The notables, you know what I'm saying? They're the reason why Polo made a lot. Definitely them Haitians in fucking Flatbush. Polo was marketed heavy in the African American community to the poor. Because when he was boosting, he was able to sell a nigga who's selling gems all day on a block of polo shirt that costs $100 or $110. I'm buying it for $30. This is the ever. This is real shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I knew about King because remember Martin Luther King was here, LaGuardia Performing Arts was across the street, and them projects was right there across the street. Was Amsterdam Projects. Then you cross the street. Mind you, the neighborhood's a rich neighborhood. Even where Park West is at, it's a rich neighborhood. By all that, you know what I'm saying? All this shit is rich neighborhoods, bro. In New York City. Humanities was wild back then. This is when Humanities High School was still wild back then. Because that's like that Chelsea area, Chelsea High School and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chelsea Projects, man. See, we in New York right now. See what I'm saying? Not just saying New York, but we in the streets. This is nobody want to be. And that's where it was difference with the Puerto Ricans. Is that when you see a lot of Puerto Ricans on the outside looking in, we seen mother, father, we seen Catholic school, we seen his father bought him a pair of Delta Force. For me to get Delta Force, I gotta rob somebody or I gotta take a pack because I didn't have a job. We began to see family structures through our friends in Spanish Harlem. Not saying there was no black family structure, but think about this, right? You go between a 5-block radius, there's six Latino stores. You understand what I'm saying? This is real shit, man. So you felt good when you sold the pack of Porter Pair $100 Uptowns. Yeah, $100 Uptowns, the black ones with the black strap on. You felt good about yourself. You felt good when you went to Vans and bought a pair of Calvin Kleins. You know, the all black, the black shorts. You know what I'm saying? You felt good when you bought a nice polo shirt. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Remember that day? Either called Mado playing the Isley Brothers, man. We felt good about ourselves. Definitely the Wayne Brothers, man. A lot of us grew up poor. Money D's in the building. Shout out to Money D's in the building, man. We're not gonna waste time because we're trying to get this. Because I know some of you, like he said, somebody in the chat said they got their grandson listening to this as they listen to this. That's what we want. We want the people to listen to this, man. And it's not about me having. And I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get 20,000 people. I don't care about. I'm talking to the people right now because the nigga got to feel this. I grew up in that generation. You know what I'm saying? Listen, there was nothing cool about being poor. You know what I'm saying? We never acted, we wasn't so enraged that we wanted to kill each other. We was trying to find ways to get out of our situation economically. But sometimes we get caught on the corners and shit happens. A lot of us wasn't on the corner though. A lot of dudes picked up a book and got smart and said, I'm gonna graduate high school, become a CEO. I'm gonna become a cop. What the most of us want to be. I remember one time, where the YTC, on the west side, I can't say YTC because I don't know what block it was. It was where Sloan. I'm gonna tell you, all right, let me break the story out even better. There's a rapper called Big Dog Jaws. His grandfather had a baseball league in Diamond One in Central Park. I think it was something Carujo, the Carujo shit. I played in that baseball league. But where they was at on the west side, there was the Sloans by Columbus, that part of the upper west side, they was doing police training to be for auxiliary cops, whatever the case may be. And they came to the school, to my school, and he was like, yo, I remember the class. I remember the class to this day. And the cop came in, and he was like, we're doing training. Even though you're in high school, it's like y'all be like, that shit that the kid that got stabbed in the Bronx was doing, and we'll prepare you for the police test. And then when you graduate high school, that's when back then, all you needed was a GED or diploma to become a cop. And they was promoting in the minority communities to hire more minorities, so that was their push. You get them out while they're in high school and get them out. So, needless to say, The class I was in, 8 people went. I didn't go because I chose to play on the. Actually, the reason why I didn't go was I was thinking with Cato on the west side. Rest in peace. All 8 of them became cops. You know what I'm saying? All 8 became cops. They did the training, my man. And it's crazy because one of the guys that actually became a cop, now listen, he was a Puerto Rican guy, my man. He was in special ed, right? And we always say special ed niggas is crazy. Those are the bug outs. He was in special ed, right? Look, right now, the last time I seen his Instagram, he's about to retire. He became a homicide detective. Like, damn, son. I missed that class hanging in the street, doing nothing. It's, oh God, how can I text this, man? The Cash App is Lakeisha. It's Lakeisha McDonald, but I gotta spell it. How can I write it out? I gotta write it out. Hold on a second. Oh, it's not gonna let me do it right here. Is it gonna let me do it? Nah, it ain't gonna let me do it. It's called, yo, G'd up. You gotta put $, and put Lakeisha, LAKISHA, McDonald, McDonald. Yeah, but you gotta put the $. Damn, I wish I had the other phone with me. You know what I'm saying? It's Lakeisha McDonald. Yeah, it's Lakeisha McDonald. You know what I'm saying? I think I put it in the top. Now I put it on the top. Yo, actually, check the beginning. Yep, I put it up there. Cash App, Lakeisha McDonald. So if you check the beginning of the live, I put it at the top. Hell yeah, you know this is the Terrorize Chelsea. That's a fact. Yo, the Dirty 30. These cops was crazy. Now my man, he got caught up in a situation. Sugar Hill Tone. I remember when they showed the news show the part when the cop was choking the kid in the Chinese restaurant? That was on the block on 142 in Broadway. Boy, the mother, those cops, I ain't gonna front though. You was able to purchase your work and not get bagged. That's what made it free for all. A lot of dudes wasn't getting caught coming up them corridors, but a lot of times you wasn't. Yeah, McDonald. Yeah, that's it right there. Lakeisha McDonald. Nah, MC. Not, yeah, that's MC, not MAC. McDonald. MCD, yeah, MC. And, yeah, McDonald. Yes, sir. Yep. Lakeisha McDonald. Yep. So, now this is crazy. Them niggas, they used to give them the heads up. So I'm telling you, they'll be sitting on the same block. Nigga cop, they used to put niggas on. I mean, niggas was paying for that though. You know what I'm saying? They paid for a service that they was getting. I gotta give it to, you know what I'm saying? Niggas, but when that shit went down, it went down dirty, my nigga. Yo, I remember one case that happened with them, right? My man knew somebody that who knows what case may be. They had a shootout by that police station. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? So they bagged son. They mentioned that in their case. When they bagged son had some like a brick or whatever in his car. They went and took the possession of the drugs, and put that shit back on the street. Cause they had all these Dominican niggas. Bro, these niggas had the Dominicans. They catch a nigga, if niggas was jacking a nigga, yo, he leaving now with 5 bricks, they'll catch him on the block, bring the 5 bricks back to the block. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a monetary situation between McDonald, that one with the MC Money D. It was a money situation between. It was a Larry Davis situation. It was just crazy. You know what I'm saying? It was a Larry Davis situation, but just crazy. Because these niggas was paying the police to leave them alone. and certain niggas that they wasn't jacking, the police would bag them, and then them niggas, the police would get the Dominicans at work. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, hey, fuck, we can split this 50-50. You know it's real when you actually buying a brick from a cop. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we just call that nigga, yo, a nigga want to buy a brick. That brick you got, go meet son over there on Riverside. You know what I'm saying? That's what they became criminals, bro. I remember pulling up on son. I would tell you, I was out there. That's what I mean about. You know it's about Old Harlem. That shit was real. I was out there when Sammy Sosa broke the record. That summer he broke the record. And I was in front of the building with Sugar Hill Tone and them niggas. He had the BM outside back then. He had the BM in front of the building. Chubbs and niggas was home then. Chubbs, his brother Chris, OG Warren was across the street, Gordo. The squad was out there. You know what I'm saying? Needless to say, they shoot in the air. There was not one cop in sight. You know what I'm saying? So when you go in a tough drug area, you don't see no police, that's because niggas is paying them niggas not to come around, bro. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? It ain't because police is defunded or they short. Niggas is like, listen, man. You know what I'm saying? It was a free-for-all, bro. You see what they said about the Sugar Hill Tone shit? His shit is, Sugar Hill Tone shit is, they say he's making $1 million a day. You know what I'm saying? We mean free the man, you know what I'm saying? He said, this is all from poor people. I'm telling you. Now look, he gained a multi-million-dollar building from his peoples, his family. He had to kill nothing, smoke nothing. It wasn't a multiple shootout. It was just, okay, it's your nigga's turn. And that's how that shit went. Because dudes was poor. People understood being poor. When you see a Dominican with a Jerry Curl juice on Broadway and they run up on you, that's because they came from a poor country and they're being told they can make money. And in the back of their mind is, now I can feed my family back home. Because that's what most of them niggas did. They was feeding their families back home. And you see that Mexican you think is getting paid $8 an hour, he's sending most, remember that $8 here ain't shit. That $8 in Mexico is $1 million. So we got to be mindful of what we put out there and what we think is slick and what's smooth and what's gangster. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, man, little niggas, we was worse than y'all because we was put in more worse and fucked up situations. We can't blame video games. We had them shits too. Who didn't have Atari? Who didn't have Coleco? Who didn't have Nintendo? Who didn't have Frogman little miniature games? Who didn't have Donkey Kong? Who didn't have it? Even us poor niggas had that. Who didn't have Betamax or VHS? So we had all the shit that keep us in the house, but we was outside. But that because we was goons, because nobody wanted to be around the oppression. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of times, man, hell yeah, Mano was playing one day in his car. He's bumping the Isley Brothers. I remember one day I seen Mano playing the Isley Brothers, and that's how it was. Dudes was humble. You threw a silk shirt on. Remember the silks and the garments? When niggas, like, you know when niggas was getting money? When the niggas started throwing on the, what he said one day? I had these pants on one day. She said, you putting on some type of shit. I started laughing. You putting the silk shirts on. You throw the silks on, some Reebok classics. And you know what I'm saying? You got the silk short set. That meant something. You pulled out, the hairline all crazy, looking around all crazy. Having a good time, you pulling out a nice little amount of money, and you about to do something mature. A lot of dudes wasn't going to Red Lobster and Yonkers. They wasn't going to, like, that was big. To go to Red Lobster in the 80s is like, oh, I made it. Go to Beefsteak Charlie's on the Deuce, or Jackson Hole, or, you know, just on the east side, the Steakhouse, or, you know what I'm saying? Definitely niggas wasn't going to. So if you say he's going to City Island, you had to have some type of money. But these spots was there because there's a group of people that got money that can do things like this. You know what I'm saying? And it all comes with budgeting, little niggas. Budget your money, focus on life. You get in a situation you want to learn more. Okay, you may not be able to pay for college, but you got to work for a company that's willing to pay 80% of your tuition. All you got to do is work and throw a couple of boxes. Why not do it? Use that to come up. So, you know what I'm saying? Same thing on the block. You know, you be on the block, you're trying to blow and look out for niggas. And listen, nobody, you learn more things. Like, you got some guys that's in jail that didn't network, that didn't do nothing but just be jail niggas. And you had some niggas that was in jail that actually networked, that Spoke to some Italian niggas that was locked up for embezzlement, but they had unions, or talked to people that was into like maintenance buildings. Yeah, my family, he into maintenance management, or he into sewage, or this and that. So give me a call, you come home. These are the guys I was getting plugged in. Then you got a lot of guys, you know what I'm saying? The first time Tone did like 15. Now he's back, you know what I'm saying? Hey, the linen suits. That's about what to say. The linen suits, the polyester suits. You see the linen. That's what white people say. You doing some linens. You going to work wearing linens. I started to laugh. They stop all that. Remember, old nigga. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Now he locked up again. I don't know how much time he got because he got caught with some new sting shit. But he was, you know what I'm saying? He has. Let me tell you something, man. He had a basketball team that played at Rucker. Because Tone liked basketball. He actually was supposed to go to a school called LaSalle. That's a famous high school in upstate New York for basketball. Prep school. What's his name? Ali Mo, the rest in peace of basketball, was on his team. Rock City Yo was on his team. And Jeff. Let's name a few. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Hector was on his basketball team. Lex. They won the championship at Rucker. They won the first EBC Classic. That's something that he did. Ali Mo, rest in peace, Ali Mo. He was on his squad, Sugar Hill. Cameron mentors him in the freestyle about Sugar Hill. Cameron, no, shout out to Cameron. That's when niggas was going. That's when dudes was heavy on their basketball shit. You know what I'm saying? Cameron was the Manhattan Center thing. You know, Bad Boy. That was the year you had the Bad Boy, Rough Riders, Vacant Lot, Cheddar Squad. You know, and then you had Sugar Hill. Sugar Hill won the first one. And then the second one was when Fat Joe and Jay was beefing, and Joe won the second one. And the third one is when Jay wanted to go with the bus. I don't know which one it was, but we won the first one, Sugar Hill Tone. Sugar Hill Tone was a Dominican guy. How people all the time say Spanish niggas don't like blacks. I don't know how, because niggas, they got to do business together. What happened? He used to fuck with Biggs and them niggas. He was cool with them niggas. At some point, he could have invested in Rockefeller. If he had the time to do it, he probably would have did it. Who knows where he'd be at right now? But what happened? All his friends from the same block he was on became what became Rock Nation Sports. You know what I'm saying? OG1. That's what's, you know what I'm saying? So now he's still plugged into the Rock. He's still plugged into Jay. He just, he got caught with some shit right now. Right now, before he got locked up, he owned a restaurant with a famous restaurateur, Jimmy from Jimmy Cafe. It was a spot in the Bronx. A spot in the Bronx off the 6th line. The last stop, Pelham Bay. I've been there one time. The PR Sassoon. So he was on the right track. He had a little clothing line thing, The world is big, but the streets is small. You know what I'm saying? So when the streets is small, it's still an embracement. You embrace what the streets got to give you. Now, like I told you, it's about dealing with common sense. Money niggas don't think about other niggas. We don't sit around. You ask me about a nigga across the street. My job, I have to go, man, fuck that nigga. He a bum nigga. We don't do that. Because why am I worried about what he doing? You worry about what you're doing. Or I'm going to go to them niggas and tell them niggas some bullshit about it so that those niggas don't fuck with him. We don't do that. That shit be sounding stupid. Niggas think you crazy, huh? So you telling me don't fuck with him because they got you now. Fuck you telling me that for? You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about that. You understand what I'm saying? But this is what the social media has done. And sometimes we got some dudes that's not really loopy or in the loop or don't know what's really going on. So they go by what they believe is real. That's not what real niggas do. I don't know what block you come from. I don't know what gender. I don't know what world you come from, what moon you come from. I never sat at the tables with niggas and niggas sat there and said, yo, don't fuck with dumb niggas down the block because I don't like them niggas. What they got to do, I don't fuck with them niggas anyway, but what they got to do with what we doing right now? No, I just wanted to let you know because I don't like them niggas, because that's your problem, my nigga. You telling me that like I'm supposed to jump out my drawers and run over there and start shooting a block up. See, that's But I tell you, this internet thing is crazy because you can sell those type of propagandas, and somebody get caught up in that propaganda and jump out the window, jump off the roof, and then some crazy shit happen, and niggas be like, "Damn, son, hit that like button," because I know you niggas is watching. You know what I'm saying? You learning something. I know you got your kids watching this shit. Like, damn, that nigga Zeke seeing some real nigga shit. Because I can only be keeping funky with you. Y'all niggas know I ain't got to throw shots and daggers. I'm talking about real nigga shit. You ever think that I sat in my man crib, go see my man to get some type of, any type of elite? I sat there for 30 minutes about some other niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'm worried about my business. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell. I'm worried about my business. What I'm gonna do, how am I gonna win in this situation? I'm not gonna sit there and waste 2 hours talking about those niggas. That's not cool. That's no bueno. That's crazy and that's chaotic. Please tell me, bro. Please. Cause I would love to be wrong. I like to be wrong sometimes. Did any of y'all ever in your lifetime, in their life of crime, they're doing something, buying a gun or buying some weed or buying whatever, ever went to go see a nigga and talk about some other niggas? See, that's this internet thing. So when you do that, then it gains and people like that agenda, but that's not, so you're selling that to a bunch of kids who probably want to know, and they assuming that I like son swag, so I'm gonna be like son, and then he'll do the same thing to somebody in the real world, and it's something that happened to him, or a loved one. So what I'm trying to tell you is we're just trying to keep it funky with you. Saving the youth is just being real with you niggas, you know what I'm saying? We was just as poor as you niggas. Some of us is lucky to be alive today. My nigga Peanut did like, he gave the feds a dime. Then, you know what I'm saying? He gave them niggas time. Niggas that went to jail. You see what I'm saying? They don't get mentioned about. They don't get the real nigga past the VIPs. They get the fuck you niggas. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Don't think because we got a black vice president that we got to stop doing what we need to do. We still need to do what the fuck we need to do. We still waiting on somebody to help us? Why? Why are we still waiting on somebody to do anything for us? Please tell me why. We should be past that stage. This is 2020. Come on, man. You tell me happy niggas lay in the bed to my other niggas to your wife? Is what you'll do all day? You'll sit in the bed. So stop selling that shit to the media to niggas. That's not real nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? That's not reality shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, let's focus on who got daughters? Who got daughters? Who got daughters? Who got daughters? You got daughters. Let's become that one man in their life that no other man can replace. You understand what I'm saying? That one man in your daughter's life that no matter what nigga I fuck with, that's my daddy. And that's why I love my wife so much. Because no matter who she fuck with, that's her daddy that calls her. Her daddy. And everything stops for my daddy. That's real shit. We gotta get to that place. We have to get to that place where I don't give a fuck what you're doing. What I say is gold. And not you found a new daddy within a new nigga you fuck with. Get to that place. They don't know. They don't know the resources. We gotta be the one that tell them the things. We gotta have real conversations. Do you think when my daughter called me crying one day because she didn't make the basketball team, I went on social network looking for the answers? No, I had to figure this shit out. I had to go, wait a minute, the little girl is crying. I gotta stop her from crying. I need to come up with an answer and a solution real fast. And this can't be no street shit like, fuck it, they're racist, they did it to you because you're black, and they don't like black people. We can't do that. I have to go and give her another option. Let her see in life, when one thing fails, you could do something else. And I was the one. I'm in New York City. She's on the bus. She's crying. Oh, God, Dad, I failed. Because she felt that her not making the basketball team was going to disappoint me. Nah, fuck that. Stop crying. Got her to calm down. What else are they trying out for? She said soccer. Well, I played soccer before. You said, Dad, you played soccer before? Yeah, in school. I love playing soccer. I wasn't on the soccer team, but I love it. You know, you play soccer for real, Dad? Yeah, because where she at, the only people that play soccer is Latinos and Caucasians. So she like, for real, Dad? Yeah. I go with Hector Marquez and Perez. Well, what do I know about soccer? I watched the World Cup here and there, Brazil and all that. So I'm having a soccer conversation. She's like, oh, shit, Dad knows. He knows something. I says, you know what? You try out for the soccer team, I'm going to buy you some cleats. Yeah, Dad? I'm going to try out tomorrow. What happened? I was in New York City. She in Albany, New York. Try out for the team. Dad, I tried out. How was it? I don't know. I'm going to find out by Friday that I make the team. She called me crying. Dad, I made the team. Dad, I love you. I want my cleats. But what happened was, family, community, her grandfather, that's in Albany, bought her the cleats. He went to every game she played, because I can't make it. I'm in New York. So he made every game that she played. Every game that she played soccer, that man made it. So salute to her grandfather. Guy named Sheldon Lee. He pulled him to every soccer game. He thought he was a soccer mom. He was more into the soccer thing than anybody else. Well, I'm at the game. He's practicing well. He's talking soccer. They having soccer conversations. That's real. You understand what I'm saying? My daughter was in the school band. She was in the choir. She actually was in the choir the day she graduated. She actually performed at her graduation. That's real. From a guy who destroyed so many families, man. That's real. I cried. You know what I cried for? I said, damn, God has forgiven me for my sins with this angel right here. So you think I'm a guy over some internet shit? You know what I'm saying? That angel right here. She's a sophomore in college. She performed at her graduation. I got to watch my daughter perform at her graduation. There's nothing higher than that. Seeing your kids. I seen the young boys do the Diddy Bop. They moms, a couple of parents I knew because I've been in Albany for so long. A couple of moms they cleaned up over the years. A couple of moms that got their shit together. Like, damn, I would have thought son would have been spinning in the yard somewhere. But look, boom, he graduated. And then one nigga said, yo, I did it, Mom. I did it. This OG nigga, he touched me. He touched me emotionally, man. Because he looked like he's going through, it looked like he just left the trap house that morning. That nigga said, yo, take a picture of me and my daughter, man. Daughter went up on him and hugged him. Boom. He said, I told you I'm gonna be here. Nigga said, yo, he said, 2 of my daughters graduated today. 2 of my daughters graduated today, man. He said, yo, man. I said, yo, salute OG, salute OG. See, that's OG shit. I look at him, you got a Howard. Nigga, salute OG. He said, yo, man, I was in their life the best I can, Bree. And this is God. God has forgiven me for my sins through this. I can live my life now. Now it's on them to figure this shit out. I'm still here, you know what I'm saying? And I'm hearing, this is OG lessons, bro. Like, yo, bro, this is real. You don't understand how this shit feels. And I know how it feels because my daughter graduated. You know, when I was sitting in the maximum prison, 5 points, it wasn't an Attica or a Clinton, but 5 points. My daughter came to see me, and she was in junior high school. This mother saw junior high school. She said, Daddy, you're not coming back to jail no more. I'm going to make sure that. I'm going to become a doctor, Daddy. I'm going to become a doctor. You're never going to jail again, Daddy. Daddy, you're not going to jail. This is it. This is it, Daddy. And she hugged and cried at me and said, Daddy, I'm not going back. Yo, do you know from the time that she seen me, she's on an honor roll until she graduated. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been back to jail, though. You know what I'm saying? I have not been back to the penitentiary. This girl was on the honor roll all that time. So what I'm trying to tell you is, let's be real. Let's be the solution to our kids. No matter what you're going through, even if you're still smoking crack or sniffing coke or even popping a fentanyl pill, still be real with your kids. Go pick your kid up from school, bro. You ain't got no kids. This lady at work the other day, man, and this is real. I was at work. And but I want the content to be all over the place, so I'm going to have to end this soon. And I'm going to because she called this one girl her daughter. So I'm like, oh shit, your daughter work here? Older lady. Like, nah, that's not my daughter. I call everybody my kids because I lost one of mine. She was like, nah, I tried to have, I had 3 pregnancies and I had miscarriages and I had 1 son. I'm like, what? She said, what happened? She was a sweet lady, not bitter, no nothing. This is why I'm mentioning God, and this is what I'm talking about. She said he got murdered at the age of 17. All he could have ever had, he got murdered at the age of 17. That shit hit me. I'm like, oh shit. It hit me and made me think, I can't be a killer nigga if this shit just hit me emotionally. Because a killer nigga not supposed to give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? That shit hit me. Whoa, that could have been mine. She walking around here happy. Boom, 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 boom. Then it made sense. Just yesterday, her grandson, he came, grandma. And I looked. She said, yeah, God blessed me with a grandson. Before he died, he had him. And that shit, before I left work, put a tear in my eye. I said, yo, God works in mysterious ways. We got Freeway. Freeway lost his son, man. And he's left his son to Allah, to God, Allah. But most hopefully, Freeway still had grandkids. Keep his bloodline going. My brother passed away. He might have did some things in his lifetime, but he had 2 beautiful kids. So Allah blessed him with the fruits of his nature. So let's start being appreciative to things that happen good. Let's appreciate that. Let's hold on to that. Let's not follow the social network pattern of fuck and putting ourselves in harm's way. That was never cool to put yourself in harm's way. I never dealt with a drug. I never did no game where a nigga say, hey, come get me. You know what I'm saying? Imagine, that's like a nigga standing in front of Cypress Projects with $1 million with Tut and Glaze and them niggas spinning in the corner to my, hey, I'm a real one. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not gonna get booked. If you hear Tut's story, he robbed his mother's church. Niggas robbed buses and trains. Just classic Brooklyn shit. Just Brooklyn shit. That's what poor people do. Poor people take sometimes. That's all over the world. You know what I'm saying? People don't do it for laughs and giggles. Now niggas do shit for laughs and giggles and follow requests on Facebook. That wasn't back then. Niggas was really poor trying to rob shit. Any nigga that robbed their mother church is I don't give a fuck type nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know? Oh yeah, shout out to East Harlem's in the building. It was Sippins in the building, man. God bless him. You know what I'm saying? Just God bless him, man. I just touched on that. When you take care of business, you talk about what works for you. You don't talk about nothing around you. Like, shout out to Carver Projects. Like, I didn't go to somebody in Washington Projects and say, yo, let me get a brick because the niggas in Carver is getting too much money. You understand what I'm saying? That's not what we did because people back away from you. Like, fuck you always talking about everybody else but yourself. You know what I'm saying? Why do I care if you don't like them niggas on 104th? Fuck they got to do with us. You know what I'm saying? And that's the mentality we have to carry over. Some people that do that is just that's why people don't win. I'm touching on what you just said because you're concerned about other people's success. You got Buzzy over there? Yeah, but they get Buzzy over there, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, that building, you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, the West Side shit. Wild Cowboy shit was crazy. My man Rashid got caught up in that. Now I'm gonna tell you about my man Rashid. Rashid was always in jail though. When I met Rashid, right? My man Rashid was always a jail nigga. I met him in Albany, New York. He was in a group home. He had just did 5. But it's funny because he used to talk about like them Junior Cypress boys and the Cypress boys. He's from that neighborhood. Like I think he was cool with the David Thief nigga, the Thief David. Like he just grew up with them niggas. That was his mans. But them Wild Cowboy niggas was on his block, his neighborhood he was on. Now this is crazy. That shit was crazy. I was in ACM with Polanco and Mercedes when they first snatched him. That's when the only person I thought was telling was Nelson, the brother, the boss. But I guess a bunch of other people was telling afterwards. But you see, that's just how the game goes. But Rashid, he wasn't caught up in it, but he got caught up in it because allegedly him and his co-defendant had smoked 2 brothers, and one nigga lived and one nigga died. He got like 40 years for that shit. I remember that whole reign. They was bugging out down there. That red top shit was bugging. They was losing their minds over there. You know what I'm saying? They was losing their mind. By the body count, they was getting money, but the body count was crazy. They was trying to kill each other. You know what I'm saying? That's why that era of the crack game was crazy. And when they got them niggas, I mean, they was gonna go to jail regardless. Yeah? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He might be telling now. He trying to get the fuck out of jail. You know what I'm saying? See, when them niggas start blowing and getting that 100 years, 80 years, 70 years, that shit wasn't no joke. Oh, shit. Mind you, them niggas done shot that nigga like 3 times or 2 times. Like, that was a weird era in the crack game. Them Dominican niggas, they should have stood with the weight. When they started doing the breakdown thing, that shit just got dangerous. It was crazy because not all of them, it brought the guerrilla style of the money shit. Like, it just got violent, bro. They just started acting like they was in DR. You know what I'm saying? Like, who comes with a plan going, if anybody comes in and give us short money or fake money, we're going to clip them. Or if a nigga come by and buy a bunch of work we don't know, y'all niggas rob them. Who the fuck does that on their block? You know what I'm saying? But this is what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? This is a different type of time, a different type of era, a different type of energy. That shit was crazy, bro. I remember that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? All that shit I remember, like, damn. I ain't gonna fuck, but the South Bronx has always been the 42nd Street of Uptown. That whole Brook Ave, 138th, that whole Brook Ave, Jackson Ave, all of them Millbrook, Patterson, Stevenson projects, all them projects, that whole South Bronx always been addictive, drug addictive. It wasn't heroin, it was coke, it was dope. That shit always been drug lane. You know what I'm saying? That shit always has been that way. You just never like it took there's a bunch of niggas in New York from the Bronx in that area. There might be, as in not gang related or some other shit. In New York City alone, there might be more people from the Bronx hell yeah. The nigga from the Bronx, in that area of the Bronx, they probably got more federal indictments than anything else in that era. You know what I'm saying? They got Boy George, they got the Thief David crew, they got that crew, they got the Brook Ave crew, they got that crew, they got that crew. The Wild Cowboys, they called a state case. Some might call it fed. Most of that shit was state. You know what I'm saying? So the Bronx, we gotta give the South Bronx credit. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas was responsible for a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Them blocks are some crazy dangerous blocks, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like Hunts Point, that shit was crazy. Even them niggas that was on there's a fuck with niggas on my block. My man cousin, the Brian Ave boys, the Titi niggas, you know what I'm saying? And his brother. They used to be in East Harlem too, you know what I'm saying? Them niggas got a million years in the feds, you know what I'm saying? Bronx niggas. All this shit was in the Bronx, South Bronx. You know what I'm saying? This is, and then we talk about when Hunts Point was Hunts Point. Hunts Point is still Hunts Point, but Hunts Point when it was in its prime. We talking about those blocks. All this shit is South Bronx. Word, man. We haven't even hit Soundview yet in the West Side and 183rd and all that shit. We haven't even touched those blocks. You know what I'm saying? We haven't touched those parts of the Bronx. We ain't touched the Valley, or we even touched Uptown by what's that, 233rd, whatever the fuck that is. You know what I'm saying? We didn't even go that far. We still downtown. Now, mind you, I know the title said the hip-hop going wrong, but we're just showing you, you don't have to put yourself on harm's way because you're getting some money. You don't have to put yourself, don't allow this hip-hop shit to get you killed, because if you don't own your music, like Unique said, you're just defeating your own purpose. You're putting yourself on the line for nothing, because now your family got to fight for your music. Tupac's mother, before she passed away, had just got a lot of Tupac music back. I think from Suge. Suge gave her a lot of music back. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully his family will be able to do something with the music. But you see what I'm saying? You gotta own the music. You have to stop being cheap. Invest. If you're making music, you're right. Go get some fucking copyrights. So then, God forbid, you get assassinated. The way this shit is going, niggas is dying after every hit song. At least your people's on the music. You're not, you know what I'm saying? And now you get to negotiate with the label. Listen, nigga, because you want to push. I give a niggas 20%. I'm gonna keep the 80, or I'll keep the 100. You want my music, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you, if you walk in Walmart right now or a Sam's Club, you hear playing a lot, you just gotta imagine who owns the copyrights to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Bambaataa. Do Bambaataa own the copyrights to that shit? Let's start checking out who owns the music to this stuff. When I sat and heard L.B. and Rakim in Walmart, that fucked me up. Paid it. I ain't no joke. I was like, huh? God, we only imagine whoever owns those copyrights is getting a check from Walmart. There's another rap song they heard they play too, a Slick Rick song. So it's good to know that people, this is what music, this is where the world is at. Yeah, I be knowing he's a fucking, you know what I'm saying, salute, sipping. I be knowing. Yeah, Buffalo Soldiers in the building. Peace. So that's why I said, so now we on our own John Sipping, we on our own time, Key Noble, we on our own energy. And I like this being able to be, and it's a whole flow. It's a whole good flow here. Good energy, positive energy. And people, it's coming. Like, because people, I thought I was the devil. People said, oh, Zeke is that. Things just, whatever. But now people going, damn, that nigga Zeke sees some real shit. Or he's really talking. Like, shout out to Carver. Like, you know, shout out to Black Park. Shout out to, you know, the Darnell and them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Darnell. Gerald and them niggas. Them Carver mob. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to niggas all on Madison. Shout out to my FTW niggas. Shout out to my Hilltop niggas. Hilltop Music Group. You know what I'm saying? Them PT niggas, they got the t-shirts on deck. Look out for that kid, Captain PT. He got the t-shirts and all that. They got the prayer with a PT posse. Them niggas do graffiti and all that. Them niggas get busy. Check out them PT, that pirate life shit. Hashtag them on PT131. Let's get in tune with the culture. They was outside. These dudes was outside before hip hop blew up. These guys played a part to that era of graffiti. They was outside for all that. You know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to Dez, TFA. You know what I'm saying? K Slay, you know, it was DJ K Slay. He was an infamous graffiti writer. RD, DE3. You know, just the trendsetters that found ways of when being poor, you found the way. DJ Toast, you know what I'm saying? My cousin, DJ Passion Heart. Man, Big D, you know what I'm saying? D. Edie from Jeff, you know what I'm saying? You know? Rest in peace, baby. Shout out to UFO Feed. You know what I'm saying? You went with the Terror Squad. Love is love, man. You know what I'm saying? And these stories, we just try to give you the grasp of poor kids trying to find a way out. Dudes wasn't trying to stay in. That's why dudes had cribs in Jersey or Connecticut or Florida or whatever. They were trying to get the fuck out the hood. Your niggas want to be in the hood classically talking shit and then getting shot at. That was crazy, man. That wasn't cool. What part of paid in full you'll see that in? You know what I'm saying? It's not cool to have beef, man. So with that being said, man, I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all for coming through. Hip hop is going in the wrong direction. We got all these weird beefs and niggas is doing stupid shit. Like, why would I do a versus battle with you and then you're gonna make a video talking about, yo, I'm clowning the man. You know what I'm saying? That's stupid shit. Like, so now it's out the rap battle and now it's back to personal shit. That niggas is multi-millionaires. Niggas got names already. You don't have to do that. Niggas have to do that. It's niggas that gotta get their name up. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit like that is dickhead shit. You know what I'm saying? Then we have the young boys dying. You know, we got T.I. I like T.I., man. They may take shots at T.I. all day, but T.I. just talking to the people, man. You know what I'm saying? He talking to the people, man. You want to listen to the message, you listen to it. You ain't got to group up and shoot him down when he talking about. He's just talking to the people, man. And that's what we got to stop doing. Niggas say, oh, yeah, he's wrong because I got the dictionary of what's right. No. You can't tell. Let me tell you something, man, before I go. A nigga told me this shit when I was in jail, right? We having a conversation. I was with, there's a guy at the Real 50 Cents in the magazine, The Real 50. And there's a guy that he's standing with in the picture. Oh, back in the days, a nigga named Rob. Rob from the Fort Greene section of Brooklyn. Y'all niggas know, you're older, you know who Rob is. You know what I'm saying? But he's in the picture with The Real 50 Cent when they was younger. You know what I'm saying? And he in the picture with him. Me and Rob used to kick it, right? So Rob said, you have to be careful of who you're conversating with. I said, why? Why? Because you can't have a conversation with a nigga who been in jail for 20 years about some shit that's been going on in the streets for 20 years. He's only telling you what he heard. This is what you've seen. This is what you know. Don't get caught up in the we call it, what do you call it? He call it KSAT games. See, you got some people that's in KSAT that can recite that in a book all day. You know what I'm saying? Read from the greatest books in the world. But their movements is off balance because they never had a chance in the free world to go through anything, to go through stress, to go through emotion, to go through, because they've been locked up. They've been in a controlled environment. It's not institutionalized, a controlled environment. You can learn something from these niggas, but keep this in mind. Don't waste too much energy going back and forth with somebody who has no experience in the real world. And I said, damn, Rob, that's some real shit. That's the best I can tell you, bro. Don't prove points to niggas who ain't got no experience. Then you gotta blame yourself. I walked off. I said, Rob, you a real nigga, man. He said, that's the best I can tell you, man. I'm not an advocate. I'm not doing stop the violence. He goes, yo, listen, nigga. On my way out, I'm thinking about robbing 2-3 niggas right now. You know what I'm saying? I got niggas in the line. I'm talking to niggas in here. They put me on this shit on my book. I'm like, oh shit, Rob. Nigga, that's what I do. That's how I eat. The life I live. I'm telling you what to be careful of. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, he had that new picture. Niggas know he's in jail as well. But I had the new picture. You're Rob, you're real. Because Rob, that's nigga, that's Lil' Kim cousin. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lil' Kim my cousin. I mean, I fuck with her, but you know, the shit I'm into, she can't have me around all that. You know what I'm saying? I start looking around. Nigga might get thrown in the back of the car. You know what I'm saying? He an old Brooklyn nigga. He come from that Brooklyn era. The vans come through with the dust on the windows and niggas can actually throw your ass in the car. There's been a lot of victims of that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you love this nigga. I want 50,000 right now, 20,000 in the garbage can. Drop that shit off in Clinton Hills. Any funny business. Your man will get this nigga ready. And that's a funny, it's a love talk with Rob, because Rob will always say, it's inspirational. Don't bring your ass back to jail shit. Be in control of your emotions. Don't be all out of control. Every call out in man that you can see. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It was popping. And Team Smoke was in the building. I don't know how that happened, but and Team Smoke was in the building. Now, I'm gonna tell you some shit though. The Century Park 5. The Wolfpack shit. We'll touch on that. Now, this is what I mean about shit. Donald Trump only got caught up in that because at that point in time in New York City, Donald Trump was putting a lot of money into clean up that part of Century Park, the 110th Street part, you know what I'm saying? And the Rose Garden. He put a lot of money into that. That pool that you'll go to 110th Street, that's a lot of that plays a part too. Donald Trump money. He played a part to fixing that fucking pool and the boathouse, all the accessories. One night, these guys decided that they're gonna walk through Central Park and beat up on whoever were the first one coming. Because back in the days when we was poor, a lot of people go to Central Park and steal bikes from rich kids because they had bikes. People would go right by the Rose Garden, catch some happy-go-lucky rich kids and snuff them and kick them off the bike and steal their bikes. That was the thing to do. Actually, I think there's a kid that's in jail for a lot of time because allegedly he got, you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Exactly, and then you get the so the Central Park 5, it went wrong, and somebody got raped, and that's when that shit went viral. And now they got their millions, but you see how that situation went. That shit went all the way south. That was just a couple of projects: Lincoln, Schaumburg, Taft, probably some Forster niggas, Lehman, some Carver niggas, some Madison Ave side block niggas, and they would just go and just shoot and start beating niggas the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, sons, you know what I'm saying? It's real shit, man. You speak to the OGs, man. You speak sometimes because somebody tell you something. This is what I'm trying to tell you something, man. Like, yo, bro. What get people in trouble is their mouth and the information that they may put out their mouth. You understand what I'm saying? And that's that thing. I'm like, yo, wow, yo, Zeke, come here, Zeke, Zeke, come here. He goes, yo, Zeke, you know what's so funny? You spend the highest in commissary every week you come through, right? You think niggas don't see that, bro? You understand what I'm saying? You think the homies don't see that? This nigga don't see that. So they know what they're actually for because they know what you're gonna say no to. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be mindful of your surroundings, man. Just because a nigga come to your crib and talk to you doesn't mean he like you. He just that you have something that he may want, but he's gonna play off of your emotion. Like, yo, that's my man, but then you think, yo, let me get a pack of cookies, man. Oh, you're my nigga, you know what I'm saying? And niggas see mail call, you don't get no mail, niggas start looking around. See, got a locker full. I'm hungry tonight. I'm gonna go have a conversation with the nigga. Hell yeah, definitely. Shout out to Raymond Santana, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So a nigga play off that emotion. Oh, some cooking tonight. You want some? I got some. You ain't gotta wash your pants, my nigga. But I'm gonna get such and such to clean the pots. I give them a bowl. That's what niggas do. They play off of that emotional. And that's what he said. Once you get in control of your emotions, you can move better. You can, and it come out better. Yo. You know what I'm saying? Your reaction level will be even better. It's not being smooth or cool. It's just that every call out ain't mandatory. See, look at me, Zeke. I just told you. I got 4 robberies lined up already in my head because these stupid niggas love telling me about where the stash is at and where they live at. And they give me their mother's addresses and their aunt addresses. These niggas ain't my friends. I'm in my fucking 50s. I don't give a fuck about these niggas, Zeke. Why I care about these niggas for? I only got one nigga. He think he my man. He keeps sending me money in Atlanta. And I said, you know, wow, you crazy. But then I thought about, even though Rob Brooklyn nigga, another Brooklyn nigga. Now this is some real nigga shit. A nigga won. He didn't win a lawsuit, but he got the money. When the state was giving the lawsuit money out for those frisked in jail, some nigga had got a check. He decides he want to get cool with the toughest nigga from Brownsville in the dorm. He befriends the Brownsville nigga, right? Yeah, they was in the park robbery. Definitely. Appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? So now they got the Brownsville nigga in the building. The Brownsville nigga. I'm saying, this is what I wear when I do my show. This is what I really wear. I represent the L, the coat, the gazelles. You know what I'm saying? This is real gazelle. These ain't the $6 joints. These are the you gotta spend some money for them. I got the The afro going out. Let's talk about my hands. I'm losing the handlebars though, but it's all good. Boom, back to the story. You know what I'm saying? So So definitely thank you, Sam Woody. You know what I'm saying? So now we're going back into the story, right? Some befriends the nigga. They both going home. They both got out dates, right? So the nigga who actually got the lawsuit money, he goes plays into Son game. Now Son just doing his Brooklyn shit. Son seen Son a popular Brooklyn nigga. He running around the yard. He got niggas scared to death of him. He done told 5 niggas to suck a dick, and these niggas is scared. Talking about if I respond back, he gonna get me killed in the streets. This is my little man. I'm sitting there going, this nigga ain't no taller than 2 feet tall. I'm telling you, this thing ain't no taller than 2 feet tall. But I ain't gonna lie to you. I met another nigga that was in our dorm. He told us, he just pulled up. He had all type of cuts on his face. So I'm like, oh shit. He told us, it was me and my nigga Miami Moon. Shout out to Miami Moon from, Patchen, Bed-Stuy. She smoking Black and Miles. He kicking a Willie Bobo with us like, yeah, the nigga over there, little short guy, I don't mention his name though. But shout out to Browns. Real niggas know Browns. Real know Akbar. Real niggas know about the Tomahawks. His family. If you from Van Dyke, you should know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You Mr. ABG himself. That's what I said. Mr. ABG himself. Van Dyke, Akbar, Brownsville, Van Dyke Projects. If you don't know who that is, then you're not from Brownsville. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? You know what I'm saying? If you're a young nigga, older nigga might just know him by what they normally call a nigga. But a young nigga, just to say, just specifically, you from Brownsville, you don't know who Mr. Brownsville is, Mr. ABG is, Mr. Akbar's his pops, and he lived in the same crib with Killer Ben and all that shit. That nigga, then you wasn't outside. Shout out to the Robo Life niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the best I could give you. See, Franklin know what the fuck I'm talking about. Killer Kev know what I'm talking about. Yeah, streets. Difference between the internet and the streets. But boom, back to that, because everything on the internet ain't fake. But there's a lot of these niggas that's in Iowa that don't watch Paid in Full 8 times and think they know New York City. Now it's back to the facts. These 2 niggas get cool. So the nigga had the cuts on his face like, yo, yeah, your man, I was on some stone shit. The nigga said my hood was dubbed. I didn't want to bring the truth. The niggas blew, you know what I'm saying? He had the double X on his face. I'm like, oh shit. Him? Remember, Son fuck with us. Yo, what up with y'all niggas? Yo, when I go home and I'm gonna see you the V-necks and the Timbs. I'm like, oh Lord, niggas is like, see, fuck with the little killer nigga. But see how I know the nigga is. I remember when he was younger, fucking with niggas from Tilden. He used to come out of town. He was a young boy when he was coming out of town. He used to go to Utica. The niggas he was fucking with some vicious niggas out of Tilden Projects. I mean, vicious niggas. Vicious niggas. You know what I'm saying? These niggas is something that, a lot of niggas that didn't die or get 1,000 years that was in Utica, them niggas that was in Tilden, them niggas is in the music shit heavy. On the low managers and, you know what I'm saying, just fake security, but you're gonna pay me and those type of niggas. Those type of niggas I'm talking about. Shout out to the Ville, East New York. You talking about those type of Tilden niggas. Those types. So they befriended nigga. So the Harlem nigga, he's a Harlem nigga, of course. He goes, the nigga that got the X, he wasn't no smoke with the nigga. So he was just trying to say out his way, yo, I'm gonna stay in here and read a book. I'm not going to wreck, I'm trying to go home. I have no problems with this nigga. I don't even know why yo. And I think he spoke to Son like, there's no smoke, but Son didn't care, he on his way out. So now, boy, he befriends the lawsuit nigga. The lawsuit nigga befriends him, feeling like, I can be around this nigga, and this nigga protect me, right? So now that's what I mean about getting caught up in the, you want to be down Brandy shit. The nigga says, yo, I got no place to stay. So Son said, yo, when I get out first, you can come to my crib. The nigga came to his crib with the lawsuit. Out of all the things you do with all the money in the world, he decides that he wants to go to Canarsie or somewhere in a weird block in Brownsville. He goes to Brownsville with the nigga. One thing leads to another. We here in jail. Yo, the nigga such and such robbed the nigga. What? Yeah, he cashed a check, and that nigga beat the nigga up and took the nigga money. And kicked the nigga out. This is some jail shit. You know what I'm saying? We get cool. All right, so when you come home, you could come to my crib. You had no place to stay, right? Boom. So I go, see, a lot of niggas was getting that lawsuit money because they was part of some type of lawsuit. So even though you might have been a homeless nigga, you still, in jail, they could contact you, you get a check. Boom. Was you a part of this at this time? So a lot of niggas was boiling out with the 1,200 or 1,500 or probably 2,000, 3,000 or 4,000 they was getting. Depends on what you played a part of that lawsuit. So needless to say, that shit sold me something, bro. And niggas said, come to my crib where my family's at. As soon as you got out, was hype, cashed a check, got to the crib. By the time you got to the crib, niggas had hands and feet on you, guns in your face, giving you money. If you tell somebody, I'm gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, Sam Woody. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Son hit him over the head real crazy. You know what I'm saying? Bang, bang, bing, bang. That shit was crazy. So you have to shout out to the whole Purple Top flow, 9-5. It was a great flow. We wasn't Purple City, but we was Purple City. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't Purple City, but woo! That 9-5 shit was insane, crazy. You see what I'm saying? Thing of the past, I caught a state case 9-5, a 9-5 odd number. It's all good, awesome. You know what I'm saying? But that's some real shit. So I'm telling you, man, them niggas is eating together. Kato, my nigga, I'm gonna say my nigga, Mr. ABG. He was like, yo, what nigga tells you can come to my crib when you get out? And you can parole here. Nigga got out. Went to nigga crib. Next thing that's she. Because one thing about it, because his man was in jail with us, Freeze from Vanda. I think Freeze from Vanda, his pops was in there with us. So word hit his pops because these is Brownsville niggas. Freeze was a Stony. You know what I'm saying? He was a Stony. Yep, Freeze was the Stony. That was his man. He was in jail for a body, allegedly, and he wound up beating the body. He wound up coming home off that shit. But shout out to Freeze. That's what I said. He ain't see that shit coming. The nigga talking to you, everybody in the building is telling you that this guy's weapon towards violence. He's arguing with in-laws. Let me tell you something. The nigga I'm talking about, you know it's real when he pull up. And there's a couple of niggas that fuck with some other blood niggas that he done shot the fuck up. And them niggas is like, yo, we ain't playing with that nigga. What happened? Yo, that nigga dangerous, man. He decided to play with the nigga. That's the funny part about it. He decided to play. I guess he seen a friend of the nigga. I'm like, I mean, it's cool. We did the same dorm. He went to that dorm. You know what I'm saying? He's like, the niggas got him out of our dorm. What happened was he started beefing with the port. One thing about them porter niggas in dorms, them niggas, they can't take too many threats. He told niggas to suck a dick 8 different ways. I slap you. I beat the shit out of you. And it just knowing that this little nigga is dangerous, it's like, nah, they work the consequences. Because Brownsville niggas, one thing about these Brownsville niggas, man, don't ever get it twisted. Don't listen to the bullshit. There's quite few of them that might really have a real beef that if you pull up, I'm going to stab the shit out of you. That's real. No matter how much, but if you just, to them minor shit is shooting them. Like, yo, yeah, you shot me my leg and all that shit. That shit ain't about nothing, though. Because remember that dumb saying, I got your man, though. These are the conversations I sat around with these Brownsville niggas. Like, yeah, son, you know what I'm saying? I know I was clapping at you and all that, but you know what I'm saying? You did catch my son slipping, though. You know what I'm saying? So it's all fair shit of robbery. I'm like, this Brownsville shit is wicked. Those niggas will get together. And the street go right back to, I'm going to kill that nigga when I catch him. Yeah, it's back to the same routine. You can't come to Seflo. My man Cluster Villain, shout out to Cluster Villain. He was in the building. That's a Stony too, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cluster Villain from Seflo. That's my man. I'm telling you, man, shit is real, man. It's weird, but that's what I mean, the element. This fool went home, bro. This is no freestyle fanatic shit. We found out what happened because, you know, Brownsville to me. Freeze Pops got the call. Freeze told us, yo, okay, don't book that nigga. The nigga, and the fucked up part about it was like, how a nigga befriends you, y'all become friends, He tell you, yeah, yo, you come to my crib or anything. Well, you got a lawsuit money too. I could take you to Picking. I could take you to Long Island. I could, and nigga, he was so fascinated with the nigga status, like the style, like niggas look up to this nigga. This is a real nigga. So he probably felt like this is gonna make me a real nigga. Come on, bro. Real nigga shit, man. Real nigga shit, man. So, what I'm getting at is we have to be real. Love yourself. Embrace yourself. Embrace your faults. Embrace the fucked up shit you might have did in your lifetime. Like, you know what I'm saying? Embrace all this shit. Because you can't look for something outside to make you better. You gotta make yourself better. I can't feel more good about your success, but don't say shit about my kid's success or my wife's success. That sounds totally backwards. And that's the agenda I think we push a lot. So, of course, what the kids do. We have video games. Most of us grew up fucked up and poor. We have video games too. You just have to be outside, man. There's some areas that are different than others. I know I've been on this live for 2 hours and 20 minutes. I just have to give you some sauce, some juice. These little young niggas that want to rap time niggas, you ain't gotta get yourself killed, man. You know what I'm saying? Just be yourself, man. Enjoy embracing yourself. I don't want to be myself because I was poor and my mother was smoking crack and my daddy wasn't around. And that's why I can't say that because that made me look weak. No, it doesn't. The average nigga been through the shit you've been through, black, white, Chinese, whatever, nigga. You know what I'm saying? We all been there, bro. Let's stop. That's what I mean about being real with these young niggas, man. We all been there. What? You been there? Your mother smoked crack? Yes. My mother was the OGs. Not saying that. Rest in peace, Mom. Don't strike me down, but this be real nigga shit. When the OG with the shit first hit, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That shit first spank, you know what I'm saying? That's exactly. You know what I'm saying? This is a fact, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, son, like we all got the same shit in common. Like, bro, what? You mad about that? When my mom was smoking crack. I think my mom's one of the OGs, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? When they was using the ethanol and all that shit. Fuck is you talking about? They got when they all have killing themselves. The stem was the best thing they made for that generation. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for the stem, niggas would have been dead. Houses would have been blowing up. That was surprise shit with some real shit. They showed these niggas, listen, they need a new remedy, soda cans ain't working. They gotta find some new shit. I can say this, bro. So I'm no different than half you niggas. Some of you niggas grew up in the older generation where your moms and pops was shooting dope. Yeah, I came home to, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I ain't no different than you dogs. I can only tell you how I got around all this shit, how I bobbed and weaved it. And sometimes I wasn't a bob and weave. Jail saved my life a couple of good times. 8 months there, 6 months there. I might be sitting in the coffin some fucking well. You know what I'm saying? I ain't learned how to, I really didn't know how to play with money till I started fucking niggas' money up. They started taking niggas' money for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you can't keep coming short in the packs, money. You know what I'm saying? This is just not. This is the first reality. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? That was the first reality fucking niggas money up. But then you realize there's a difference between friendship and business. Niggas start talking to you different. Whoa. I remember my man, I don't want to say his name, man, but he the best who ever done it. But he's the best who ever done it. My nigga Kurt Alert, man. Shout out to Kurt Alert, that whole Tremont. You know what I'm saying? See, when we first heard about Tremont, it wasn't French Montana and the Coke Boys or other shit. It was names like Kurt Alert and the rest of them, you know what I'm saying? And Amar and them niggas like that. It was from the Bronx, coming out of town. Kurt Alert, that was Mr. Silver Slipper by the bar with your money, you know what I'm saying? And then when you ask for your money, he throw his hands, yo, fuck it, let's go. This nigga wasn't pulling guns on nobody. He was just a cool Bronx nigga. But you don't get your money from before 8 o'clock, it's a wrap. He buy the bar with your money, buy you a drink with your own money. I didn't see nigga buy a nigga drink with their own bread. But niggas love Kurt. He was just that's what I mean about being an OG. We used to call it niggas OGs on the block. He was just a respectable nigga. If you don't get, nigga tell you, yo, I gave work, yo, me and Kurt, we getting some money together. Now, if you with him in the daytime, allegedly, you getting some money in the daytime, and y'all physically splitting the proceeds, it's a win. But you let that shit hit 6, 7, and you let him dip to the mall. If he dips to Courtgate Mall and you're not at the mall with him to get your half, he'll buy you a Jeep with your own bread, Fred. Your own bread. As he by the bar, nigga get in there, start clapping. That's what I think he start clapping. Yo, Phil, you by the bar. Everybody, hey, Jinx on me. Nigga be like, yo, and nigga be so lost. Because nigga be feeling so hyped. He put you in that hype situation. Because you feeling like, we getting money. I'm fucking with this nigga. He in the town. I love you. You don't even realize that you're spending your own bread, Fred. He's spending he buying you a Jeep with your own money. Then he come back and nothing happened. Yo, what's up, man? What's going on? Like, that's why nigga cut. That's why nigga, shout out to Cutter Lake, man, them niggas, man. Shout out to the whole Tremont. See, that's the Tremont that I know. I know that part of Tremont. I know that ever. We was having fun. That's what I mean. We learned through our mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Niggas didn't have no brains. But think about how stupid we was. We would have drugs and guns in the house and make drug sales in front of our building. And when police kicks, and then we don't go to jail actually for the drugs. It's always some stupid domestic shit. You know what I'm saying? It was always some domestic shit. Yo, I'm arguing with my girl. I threw her against the wall. Police came and found the safe. You know what I'm saying? This is a lie. We know a bunch of niggas that went to jail for shit like that. Don't let niggas lie to you up north. Like, yo, because niggas got to make it sound good like they didn't get caught slipping. How many niggas we know really was beating, they in the crib, they arguing with their girl about some side bitch, they wrestling, next door neighbor called 911, your girl in the motion, he has a gun and the drugs in the refrigerator, they go book everything. Now you sitting up doing a 3 to life, doing jumping jacks and shop. You know what I'm saying? This is real shit. A lot of those niggas became gang members, became famous gang members, by accident arrest niggas. I know a nigga that caught a body, allegedly. And he went to jail because this girl, he had argued with this girl, but nobody knew he caught the body. He argued with her, she caught the cops, and they go, you want to cheat, nigga? Fuck you, nigga. Yo, such and such and such and such killed such and such. That nigga still spinning in the yard. You know what I'm saying? He's still in the yard trying to figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? So